in the game.
Here we are. Here we are.
Hello
And welcome,
Draft League
fans. Yep, we're back with Glop again. Unfortunately, I just can't get rid of this guy.
Attached at the hip, you know.
Yeah, many are saying this. Well, maybe not exactly the hip, but around that area, right?
Whoa. Okay. Pause.
Anyways, so today is part 2 of the week 5 watch through. We kind of went along on the other one, had to leave in the middle, but we're here to finish the job. We got 2 more series left, and yeah, Glop's with me once again, beast mode.
Hey guys, you got Glop.
Yeah, that's him, bro. Yep, very cool. Go ahead and link the stream. Should have done that like while I was doing my intro, low-key, but it's okay.
Wow, L5, that's a very cool thumbnail. I think while I'm viewing your stream, I'm going to comment in your channel and I'm going to hit the like button on your stream.
That's a great idea. Like,
I thought I like heard the viewers talking through the stream. That was weird.
Moron.
Is there like a spirit or a poltergeist among us?
A poltergeist? Is that a reference to the hit PokePal Productions rap song?
I might be inferring that things gonna get shite.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I get it. That was clean.
Thanks, bro.
From dusk to dawn, your luck is gone. Yeah, many such sayings. But anyways, man, I woke up to some interesting stuff today.
Oh yeah, guys, bullying is not cool at the Pokemon Draft League scene. We need to stomp that out. We need to, all of us need to reach down deep and be a beacon of positivity. All right,
just like we were in our Overwatch games last night.
Exactly. I went away for like 3 weeks or 2 weeks, and I came back and like half the teams are in shambles, like drama wise.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's been super fun as a spectator of those teams. You know what I mean?
Beso, it's hard to be a fan of Espada.
It's really hard. Okay, so our first game is going to be Slick Panther versus LPZ. Let me. That's what I'm doing as well. Yeah.
Type shit. All right, let's see. Week 5.
So this is going to be the Ragey Bolts versus the Espada of Ruin. So Ragey Bolts is going to be the Slick Panther side, going for a smoke. LPZ on the Espada. All right, so
notably on the bench, we have on LPZ side, we have a Dodrio and a Skuntank bench.
Yeah, bottom 2.
Panther side, yeah, we have Porygon, we have Roselia,
Dusknoir,
and Dusknoir. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, looks like a really strong Dragonite matchup.
It does. Scizor as the resist, you have Fire Punch for that. Dragonite are basically gonna require a Scarf Azelf or Scarf Tarak, and Scarf Azelf can get Pursuit Trap, so it's probably Scarf Tarak, which is just gonna get kind of walled out into Swampert.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm also thinking like Dragonite, like a Life Orb set could be really good here, or like a Choice Scarf set, just because like there's a lot of like resisted hits you can come in on, just fire off Draco Meteors. You know, threaten with like Fire Blast or E-Speed onto like, you know, squishier targets like the Shaman and the Azelf. So definitely could be something we see here. Porygon 2, kind of interesting. I mean, it does kind of sit on half the team. Obviously letting in Terrakions not great, but maybe it could be running something like Protect to potentially punish Choice Locks, if that's what you're expecting. So kind of curious to see how Slick elects to use that piece in this matchup.
Yeah, did Espada's caps go Primordial Boas, or just are they losing an upset? Can you explain Primordial Boas to me? I think those are 2 words that have never been next to each other before.
I perhaps can elaborate on that. So you see, Boas is a known rager, just wow, like type of guy. Like you see him typing in his prep chat after he loses, and you just think, like certainly this was an AI or this was ChatGPT like created, right? Like
I've seen his recipes, yeah.
Right. So primordial Boas is like we're gonna take that level of crash out, and we're going to just hone and focus it into an entirely unprecedented level. That's what I
The
think
dinos know, of course, yeah. Maybe somewhere in between. I'm not sure about all of that, you know.
Yeah, you say that, but I know right now you're thinking if I talk, I will be in trouble.
No, it's not that serious, I don't think. But I mean, back to the matchup, right? See, the scissors look interesting. Like Rotom can stop scissor pretty hard, but outside of that, I mean, it's pretty strong. Whereas on the other side, you have like Starmie, Raikou that can take a bullet punch. So maybe LPZ's Scizor, more incentivized to be Scarf, get the jump on the Starmie and the Raikou. U-turns are always pretty free. Like U-turn into, like what, Shaman? HP Ice Shaman, HP Fire Shaman. Hard to pick one in this matchup.
I've got to imagine that maybe the P2 is being used as the Shaman pivot, because like what else does Slick Panther reliably switch in? You could angle for something like Scarf Scizor. We saw a similar interaction like when I played Clean 2 weeks ago in DPP. Right, it is a nice way to catch those resisted hidden powers, or catch the seed flares, or even punish leech seed, and then get momentum back into your favor to get in a breaker like maybe the Starmie or the Dragonite. So, well played, Shaman. Certainly going to be a threat from LPZ's side.
For sure. I also was thinking about this Dragonite. Like, what if it's just Charty DD? I feel like that really limits the counterplay on LPZ's side.
It does, yeah. It would, well, rocks up, make it a little bit easier, but then at that point, really the only counterplay is that Ice Punch Azelf. Otherwise, you're probably forcing at least one kill.
I'm just not sure how we're supposed to get rocks up when Starmie literally comes in on Claydol. And like,
I mean,
it's not gonna be
rocker?
Maybe.
Yeah, because like they force switch. Well, Terrakion especially forces switches, right? I feel like that's probably a more reliable rocker. I don't really think you'd be switching in the Starmie to the Terrakion, so that would be a way to, you know, get the pressure going. And then you have fallbacks for the Swampert in the form of your Rotom or Shaman. So, and also both of those fallbacks, if they try to double to get their spin in, Rotom and Shaman cover that. So I don't know, stealth Rock Terrakion makes sense to me.
Maybe it's like a Scarf rocks. Maybe just go double rocks, something like that. And then, because the rocks are super important for this.
Maybe instead use the utility of Claydol for something like screens that could enable like a nasty Plat Azelf or like a Swords Dance Scizor.
I could see that.
Yeah, could be their idea.
Like, we've seen just a light screen, right? Light screen looks really strong with the Scizor.
We've actually seen a lot of screens in black and white this tour.
We have. All right, well, let's look at the game. Scizor going to lead off into Rotom Wash. Lead Scizor could just be Scarf, and by staying in on Rotom, I think that is going to be Scarf Scizor. Makes sense into Azel if you want to have like that more reliable like Scarf Pursuit Trap, as well as just U-turn is pretty nice.
Oh, thank God Mista Flip's here to save the day.
Yeah. So we went to Porygon and got Volt switched on to Terrakion. Pretty free close combat. The only resists are not like super safe, so Swampert, Mista Flip.
I'm wondering if we're going to see Helmet here, or if this maybe Swampert is Citrus Berry. It is Helmet, okay. So we're going to get, that's going to be our way of punishing Terrakion, which is quite nice, right? Repeated hits of the Rocky Helmet, and then also getting up rocks potentially later on could put it in range of Bullet Punch. Also, more importantly, maybe like a boosted E-Speed later on.
Yeah. I mean, E-Speed is going to be a tough ask, right? But, okay, rocks go up. Claydol going to be pressured to spin pretty soon. We're going to pivots in on the HP question mark, and that was a nice sequence there from Panther.
Yeah, really, really beautiful, right? Because like going hard Scizor just gets caught by that initially, and so making use of the fact that you really want to like put a wall like P2 on a timer or Toxic, really good entry point for Scizor.
There's like the little bait versus like Swampert can't do anything back, so it's a free prediction slot for that Shaman that turn. Uses it on the P2, and then now P2 actually applying some pressure. You can get the double to Scizor, and now it's a Scarf U-turn.
I would say like if this was if this was the first time Scizor hit the field, I would say that this was a reasonable play from LPZ. But you know it's Scarf. When I see a P2 switching, I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking like,
Probably
surely
not,
they gotta
right?
get away out of it.
It
Yeah,
does kind
exactly.
of lose to most Shaman sets, especially when you see the HP Fire, I would assume, do 8%. It's not a lot. Tells me probably a
Right.
bulkier Shaman. Yeah. It's a nice play, but LPZ definitely had the tools to call it out. But either way, the U-turn comes out, and that is Fizz Def for sure. But the Synthesis, he knows it's Scarf, just going to diffuse that. And now we get a Toxic on Dragonite, but it's Lumberry, so
Yeah.
that's going to give a free Dragon Dance, and things are starting to get a little bit scary. Because you could
Well, yeah,
Dragon
'cause
Dance
you get two of
again.
them. Yeah.
There it is. So now we're staring down a +2 Dragonite. I mean,
Oh.
ooh. Panther.
Ow. So
Ugh.
I think I remember talking with him after this. He had told me that the rolls looked favorable for the E-Speed, based on the U-turn damage and everything. But something we talked about after the fact, right? If you look at it very clearly, he does have Outrage, right? So Outrage would have forced a KO on this. You're faster than any Choice Scarf user on their end. Would force in the Scizor. If you kill Rotom and you +2 Outrage the Scizor, look at Slick Panther Scizor and look at the rest of the team. It's just a Scarf Ironhead fest.
Looking at
there's
it,
no switching at all.
yeah, that looks really, really strong. Low-key, you
So-
don't even lose 1v1 to the Scizor.
That's what I'm saying too, right? Like
Yeah.
the thing is, even if you take the Rocky Helmet from this Rotom here, the issue is that like Scizor has to go to +2 to even have a chance to kill you with BP, and it has to be like adamant max investment and boosting item. So you would probably just kill the Scizor in the process anyways, and then still potentially get off a third Outrage.
Yeah. Well, he's going to get punished for this with a Pain Split. Back to 50%, and now we're going to lock the Outrage, but it's different now. We're at 29% in range of Bullet Punch. So what could have been like amazing progress is now just okay progress. You get rid of the Rotom, which is kind of the main steel resist for your Scizor, but you
but
could
it
have got
doesn't
a
feel
lot
like
more.
a-
Yeah, Dragonite
Yeah,
was
that
such a
doesn't- that doesn't-
Thanos that you probably
It doesn't
Probably
feel like
wanted
a
a
great
little bit
trade
more.
to me.
Mhm.
And like I could understand if this was a gen maybe where there was a fairy type or something, but in this situation here, Outrage is guaranteed progress, right?
Mm-hmm.
At worst case, you kill the Rotom and you get like 80% on Scizor. So definitely a bit of a overreach there, not just taking the the guaranteed good button. So
Yeah. But now we see a Bullet Punch. We're going to go Raikou. There is a Claydol that really wants to get the spin off, so I would assume that's what's coming in right now. And there is the Claydol. Do we call that out? I'll go for a sub. Okay. Safe play. And now you can go for the Signal Beam safely behind sub. Does a little bit of damage. Earthquake will break, of course. But now the spin can come off. Instead, we're going to Rock. So it's Rock's Claydol. Getting it in while Starmie is not in is pretty important. Is this Claydol not spin? Maybe you're too pressured to spin at this point.
Edger had mentioned a possibility they could plan for their sequencing is maybe their plan is to go hard Scizor on Starmie and like
Then
maybe an
Pursuit.
aggressive Scarf
Yeah,
Pursuit.
that's a good,
something
good call.
like that.
But clearly not the case as we're going hard Shaman on the Starmie instead. And this is going to allow another Scizor pivot. HP Fire, a little bit of a tough click there. I get that one. Now U-turn on the Shaman. We're probably going to see another Synthesis. We've made that play before. Now we get Raikou in on Shaman with the lefties with the threat of sub on Toxic. And Claydol is going to be the answer as Calm Mind comes out. Will this kill the Claydol with the...
I think it is in range now.
It is, yeah.
Yep.
And
Really
now
nicely played from Slick there.
Scizor coming in the first place means this is definitely Scarf. But the Raikou does appear to be a little bit bulky there. And +1 T-Pole is just going to claim a kill. You can't go Shaman because you're just going to get subbed on. It doesn't have a move. Like, all four are revealed.
Yeah, and bringing out track like this definitely implies that it's also Scarf.
Yeah.
You would never go to it there unless you are. So
Alright, gonna get the 3 turns of Helmet total from the Swampert. Now Starmie comes in, can resist that close combat, and just go for an Ice Beam, sniping the Shaman switch in, but the next turn is not going to be Analytic, so not confident in that killing. Gonna pivot out to Raikou for another one of those, like, really skewed in your favor 50-50s.
still kind of an awkward turn here, right? What do you click? Do you Calm Mind? Do you just Raw Thunderbolt? I guess Substitute covers a lot of everything.
Yeah.
So it's definitely more in LPZ's court to find the play to make.
Mm-hmm.
But now this is great because you can just fire off a Thunderbolt, I would argue, right?
I would probably Calm Mind here. You're gonna U-turn, you can't go Terrakion, that's an insane play. But if you go Shaman on Calm Mind, I think Raikou is just winning. Goes for a sub, which is quite literally the same thing.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's
Calm Mind is
just
better.
my play, but better. Yeah, it covers more stuff. So
because I think you
great
can come in
find.
here and then you can sub again now, right? And then you can lock down a play.
You can sub again. I don't know if... Yeah, he goes for the Signal Beam trying to predict the Shaman, but I think if you're predicting Shaman, sub is just better. But also you can sub the next turn, so really does it even matter? The difference would be you can get another Calm Mind instead of spending the turn. And once you get a couple more Calm Minds, like...
I think at the end of the day, this is still a fine exchange. Now you get a guaranteed kill with Thunderbolt, and then at this point, the Raikou is kind of at the end of its usefulness, right? Outsped by everything on their team, so you just let it go. You can respond accordingly to the choice lock, and then position an attacker appropriately. So probably going to see a Starmie come in here. Yep.
Something you do need to be careful of is like the Terrakion locking close combat and winning, but I think with Bullet Punch in the back, you're probably fine.
Yeah,
and
especially with
just
all the
gonna
chip,
forfeit.
thanks to Misto Flip. Bang.
Yep.
Easy wrap for Slick Panther. So it's funny because like definitely was still very much in control of this game, and I think that he made really amazing plays in the end game here, right? Sequencing with like Raikou getting the Signal Beam chip on Claydol early, and then of course towards the tail end of this game, those pivots around the HP fires, and also finding those positions to go for Substitute and Calm Mind, really able to secure a pretty confident victory for Slick. But as we talked about earlier, you know, if you had just let that outrage rip, I think this game would have been over probably in half the time.
Probably, yeah.
It's kind of egregious that a Dragonite was able to get to +2 with 100% of its health. You know, so we'll see Dragonite get +2, but it's at like 20% or something. But
yeah, you gotta use your multi-scale.
No health dead is kind of insane.
Beso, Zuch, Beso.
Yo, what up, Zuch?
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's go on to game 2. So the lead is going to go to Raging Bolts 1-0 so far. And now we have Kyle versus Innos, but they both have different names.
I saw this Elden Cost. I was like, what fairy tale format is this?
Literally. I think I was watching this one live, and I put it in the chat. You'll see it later. This looks like Swish plus an Okie Dokie, you know? But on the other side is Oras plus a Goldango. I think you'll find that's very funny.
Oh, I'm familiar with these teams.
Yeah.
Not the Okie Dokie team, but I'm familiar with... I actually kind of really like Kyle's team. So he's benched a Slowbro and a Jirachi. What?
Wow, yeah.
That's fascinating. Okay. And then on the opposing side, we have a bench of Mousehold and Ring Misto. Got it.
Yeah, Roaring Moon. Let me translate for the people who are not as brain rotted.
No, the people know. The people know. Okay. I'm just very shocked at the benching of like Jirachi. I can understand Slowbro, right? You're not doing a lot into Goldango, Clefable, Latias. That's kind of ass. You're allowing entry points for the Bisharp, especially for Pursuit Trap and things of that nature. But Jirachi, I feel like, can definitely disrupt this team a bit, right? Like Hazards, potential Healing Wish.
I think Encore is also really strong into these fat teams.
Yeah. I mean, Goldango, like, really... I actually think it's disgusting how well Goldango anchors a team like these balancy teams, because a lot of times they do fall victim to things like Thunderwave, Trick, yeah, right? So having that piece that can just completely negate all that is amazing.
You see an Eldegoss?
You do see an Eldegoss, yep.
Thanos Eldegoss.
Wait, Goldango's... what does Eldegoss do to Goldango?
Yeah, like...
It's very interesting.
Eject Pack Leaf Storm. Booyah!
Booyah.
Huge
Into your Pursuit Trap Weavile. Yep.
What's it there? Oh, is that a Mega Latias or something? Is that why it's there?
That is a Mega Latias,
it is.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, the Moonblast resist is a Gliscor. So, I mean, Mega DNC looks like it has a pretty solid click. Maybe you'll see a Spadef Goldango trying to cover that. But if it is Spadef Goldango, I think you're probably happy with that as Kyle. You have a pretty free pivot to Electros to regain momentum, or even just land OT. But there's a Gliscor, covers both of those guys. So it's going to be up to Kyle to break this team. Very strong defensively.
Speaking of Fairy Resist, I'm just like trying to find Kyle's. Just can't find it. Looking for it.
True, the Clefable does look pretty menacing, but there is an Okie Dokie to ward it off for at least a little bit. All right, lead
sure.
Goldango versus DNC. Gonna want to get out of there, I guess, after a protect, sure. Still how to make it rain PP. That might be important, especially with pressure Weavile. And now Electros comes in on the next one, takes a crit, but overall not too much damage. Should be a pretty free U-turn or knockoff. Sure. Gliscor hasn't had its orb activated, so a knockoff is pretty comfortable there. Now we're gonna go hard DNC on the Moonblast, trying to block rocks from Clefable. Gonna get crit and dropped, a little bit unlucky there. Double out into Okie Dokie on the Wish turn, but now, yeah, just gonna go Latios and get that Wish all the way back. This is Mega Latios, so Thanos is in. Weavile is gonna be the answer, but oh, damn.
I mean, to be fair, what is your play there, right? You don't even have like, there's no Jirachi to pivot.
What
to.
else are you supposed to do?
Right, like Cobra Jirachi could have been useful as a pivot just to like U-turn and then line up the pursuit, right? That'd be a lot more guaranteed.
It's also like this Latios can just live a hit from Weavile if it wants to and stay in.
Right.
So softening it up with a U-turn.
Exactly, exactly, yeah.
But yeah, Weavile just gonna go down, and that was a great play from his opponent, Electrain Heart. Innos changed his name, or their name, I don't know, to Electrain Heart. I saw someone saying that if this happened like at the end of 2025, it would go down as like the worst name change vote. They do a vote for that every year in the Smogon Awards. There's just so many syllables, right? But yeah, the Weavile is going to go down. Great play. With Lando in as the response to Mega Latios, we're going to see Scarf Rocks go off, and we're just going to die to Ice Beam. Latios right, not really forced out there. Now finally is with the threat of Moonblast, but okay, Clefable does not take that well at all. Going to go down to 2. But this should just be an entry point for, I guess, Manaphy? Sure. I mean...
It's in. It's in.
It's in.
Oh, and it's done.
And there's the Toxic Orb. So now Okie Dokie really has to click Ice Punch to be effective. There's a Leech Seed, but it's going to be negated by the Poison Heal.
I don't know, I feel like everything past here is just a formality. Like, Mega Latios is looming, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there is the eject pack.
Yeah.
So it's something.
So we found a way to put U-turn Jirachi on our build anyways. Love that. Yeah, Gliscor in. Okie Dokie coming in on Gliscor means, hey, I'm going to click Ice Punch. You should probably watch out for that. It's actually fully physically defensive Latios, so there's no way Weavile is getting close to killing this. And now a Mistball. I mean, it's just like a certified KO, right? Maybe the Lando's not even Scarf, because this is like no speed on the Lottie. But I mean,
at this point, you don't even need the Lottie. You can just throw it away. I mean, having it for Mistball is nice, but
yeah, a nice detail. Get some really meaningful chip on the Gliscor, but with Bisharp being forced in, a knockoff on the Okie Dokie, gets rid of the helmet, and I guess we're gonna go Manaphy on the Ice Punch. So nice play. The Ice Punch would cover Lottie and the Gliscor, so reasonable click. But now with Manaphy in, forces in the Eldegoss with a flip turn, and now Goldango is in for some progress versus the Electros. Light Screen is going to slow it down though, but not for long. Nasty plot, and I'm struggling to see how we're supposed to force this out.
I was gonna say, can't you just plot again? Like, what actually stops
there is Dragon Tail, but we're gonna miss Dragon Tail. I don't think this makes a difference. We're cooked
in the slightest.
Yeah,
no. Yeah, we're
completely cooked.
Perdemos.
Yeah.
I mean, this gold was always gonna win the minute Weavile and Diancie went down, right? You had very limited counterplay.
Yeah, Goldango ends up being faster than the Rocky Helmet Okie Dokie, and that's just gonna be game. A Leaf Storm for the road.
This just looks like a huge matchup issue, I feel like.
I think so, yeah. Like, what were you supposed to do?
I mean, there were some aggressive, questionable plays. Like, obviously, losing Weavile was not a great play from Kyle, but I also feel like, what the fuck's he supposed to do with this comp?
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know. I feel like that Jirachi could have been useful, but...
At the same time...
he had his reasons.
Like, I'm sure it was just getting abused by gold, trapped by Bisharp, stuff like that. So...
Right.
I'm not convinced Eldegoss is better, but yeah, that's going to be a really dominant win for the Ragey Bolts, like going up 2-0 in the series.
Like maybe a Calm Mind Jirachi could have, forced something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Or like Meteor Beam, right? You could at least like force chip on something. keep something low. Like imagine if this gold was forced to be low, then Dogi actually kind of solos in the end game, especially if you get that toxic chain on Latias.
You're looking at like maybe a meteor beam, flash cannon,
Shadow Ball,
Aura Sphere,
Psychic Noise type shit. Yeah.
Just bring 5 moves. That'll cover everything. Yep.
wait. Meteor Beam, Shadow Ball, Psychic Noise, Aura Sphere.
So no flash cannon. I guess with Psychic Noise you can cover the clef anyways. That's reasonable enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we got Shin for? No, we do not. So let me.
I can fabricate one here.
I can as well.
Okay, but mine's cooler. Please.
There's no way it's cooler.
Oh, we have my goat clean playing. Booyah. All right, I have something in VC
Yeah,
chat.
You have this matchup sent to you, by the way.
Oh, you did all of them.
Yeah,
Right.
I did all 4.
I forgot about that.
And Sin of Wrath is the best.
No, he's the goat.
best. Some are saying.
My bad for doubting you. Let's get the matchup on the screen real quick. Then we can talk about it.
Oh, wait, that
All
was poetic.
You mean that?
I
I'm gone?
it, yeah. No, I just said it for the viewer.
I get it, bro. I get it.
All right, Clean is using his patented Clefable Starmie Thanos build.
This has
I had
been
the
really
pleasure
good.
of using. Yeah, I had the pleasure of using this team when mocking somebody recently, and wow, it feels nice to pilot.
It does, yeah.
It's definitely an annoying ass team. It has some there are some notable ways you can poke holes in it, but it's otherwise very structurally sound. I think it's probably one of the better DPP drafts in this tour. And that being said,
I agree.
Mayo has this disgusting team with Feraligatr, which Feraligatr, also even Celebi is really good into their team. Obviously there's a Scizor, right? But the big weakness of Clean's team that I found, at least when I played it, is grass and water type moves are really strong into this team. So, if you position a mid to late game Feraligatr, that could certainly pose a threat. Like Dragon Dance could just clean up pretty easily. Celebi can force a lot of progress because it's really easy to break with it. You can just run Meadow Plate Leaf Storm or Choice Specs, right? Maybe get a Click Right versus Scizor because they have just the one Grass Resist. I mean, there's Articuno, but it's Articuno,
Yeah, when we saw you play against this team, it was a Shaman Masterclass with Seed Flare straight up Okoing some mons, and then you have that HP Fire for Scizor.
You could just run Meadow Plate, Thunder Wave, Leaf Storm, Celebi. And I feel what the fuck is he supposed to do, right?
That does seem pretty strong.
Take half. Yeah, that could be really good in this matchup. So I'm curious to see how Mayo approaches it.
I think it's taking more than half.
Clean's team is it's very bulk based, so you really need to have tools that are gonna keep him on the back foot, because the more you let Clean get initiative, the faster your pieces are gonna fall to the wayside. So
yeah. Good thing for Clean, there's no Rocky Helmet, Zapdos, or anything like that to deal with. So Scizor can click U-turn for free. If it's I feel like a Scarf set almost is required for the Celebi. That guy's just Thanos, no? I would expect bug coverage on everything that gets it. Signal Beam Starmie, Scarf U-turn Scizor. Does Arrow get anything? Probably just Flying Stab.
Power Herb Sky Attack is the main tech you would use to hit it.
Yeah.
What's funny though is it's funny because Scarf is kind of Scizor's claim to fame, I feel in DPP, because there's no Rocky Helmet, there's no good Flame Body Pokemon, there's no Rough Skin Pokemon, and so a lot of times just lining up those Scarf U-turns gets you a free switch into either a wall breaker or into one of your own walls to just continue putting up utility and bullshit like that. So would not be surprising to see Scarf at all.
Yeah. See, on the other side, what are the threats to Mayo's team? Aerodactyl is pretty annoying.
I was gonna say Scarf is arguably better than SD here because you have to get through a Zapdos and a Empoleon and a Feraligatr. That's not gonna happen. You may as well just chunk them and then reposition. So
I guess we'll just get into it, or what?
Yeah. Weavile is interesting here. It's probably the last thing I'd point out. You could potentially Pursuit Trap this Starmie. That does angle or enable a lot for Feraligatr. So I really hope we see Feraligatr put on a fucking masterclass.
Well, we'll see. Alright, leads are going to be Feraligatr versus that Scizor. Scarf Scizor lead makes a lot of sense. So yeah, it is just going to be that. So there's a Lapras,
Alright, then.
guys. We didn't mention it, but it is here. Lump Sum the Lapras. Is going to water absorb that waterfall. And a superpower going to get absorbed by Chople, and I fear the Feraligatr Masterclass you're looking for is just not going to happen.
Bro, you're telling me turn 2 this guy is gone? The hell? Where'd he go? Like, you're telling me at no point in any mocks did you not see lead Scizor into Chople Lapras? Come
What
on,
the hell?
man. What the frick?
Okay, well, Zapdos is going to be the response. Lapras should be in range of T-Bolt.
Zapdos is really good in the Clean's team. It genuinely only is the Hippowdon, right? So that looks like Specs damage?
Specs, yeah.
Certainly, yeah. Now the problem is you're forced to double here, which, like, you know, if you
Yeah.
had your strong water type starter, that'd be pretty cool, right?
Probably. I mean, we have
Yeah.
another one, right?
True.
But a switch to Hippo does seem pretty likely. But going Lapras here, this is alarm bells, right? We don't have a Hippowdon.
Oh, yeah, no.
We
Good
have
shout.
benched our Hippowdon. Which, into Celebi, I totally understand, actually. You know what I mean?
Way too many free switches.
Yeah. But that is going to open up the spec Zapdos. So that's a really strong thing in the builder. Like, you're either going to be incredibly weak to Zapdos, right? Clicking T-Bolt. Or my Celebi is just going to have infinite turns. Your pick, right? Either way is just broken. But the double to Celebi trying to call out that Hippowdon is also going to catch the Lapras on the sack. We're going to see Scizor on the Leaf Storm.
Yep.
It doesn't do a whole lot of anything, but no rocks are up, so Zapdos can just come in. Nasty crit on the
Ooh,
U-turn.
That is a nasty crit.
really sucks. Now arrows
Especially
in.
if rocks go up here.
I mean, you have a spinner right there. The Life
Yeah.
Orb Aerodactyl, but Donphan should be able to handle this. Aquatail's doing 60, but basically traded out. And if you have Ice Shard, you can just knock this out, but looks like we don't have it.
So what do you revenge this with? I guess Weavile,
We've
right?
Shard probably, but this is a Scizor pivot. And
Doesn't
now
call
another
it, though.
U-turn's
That's-
coming.
Yeah, this is terrible. See, this is what I mean, dude. Like, Scizor just puts teams in the blender in
Yeah.
fucking DPP.
And now
It's
Arrow
insane.
back for another hit.
You could rock, or you could just go for like a Stone Edge. Either one's pretty reasonable.
Oh.
There it is. Boom.
That feels like the nail in the coffin. 'Cause
That
now,
is. No, this game's over, dude.
yeah, and we're using our Celebi to rock.
Oh, nice. 25% HP fire. Love that.
So obviously Clean saw what we saw with the Celebi. No Hippowdon to give it free turns, and then you have this, like, looks like Max Spadef Articuno to slow it down, and it looks like it's just going to do its job here. So been clean in the builder all season. Really creative stuff as
Certainly.
well, and now this week is no different.
And I can just go Scizor and U-turn or Starmie. Yeah, either one works.
Starmie guaranteed KO with the water move.
Yep.
Weavile in, but you have to imagine this is Colberberry.
Colbur, probably Colbur. Yeah, he brought the same thing versus me.
Yeah, gets the spin
Able
off.
to get that spin, which
And
is really
now
nice. 'Cause
Articuno's
now
Thanos.
Articuno
Yeah.
literally can't die. Yeah. And that switch to Scizor is really safe because even like fist plate low kick doesn't even come close to killing. So
Yeah.
dude,
Really
Scizor is so
dominant.
fucking broken at DPP.
Yeah. And now with the
literally
Parasong
feels
on
like
the
a cheat
last
code.
one. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That's gonna be the game.
Anybody got a body bag? Like, holy moly. This is just an ass beating of a game.
It was. So what are the teams on this? Clean is also on the Ragey Bolt. So now we're up 3-0 in the series versus the Espada Ruin. As we go on to game 4, which is going to be Gypsy King versus Dawn Mist. One of the most anticipated matchups of all time. Many are saying
Agreed.
this.
Agreed.
I remember
So
me and
let's see,
you were
Dawn-
watching this one live in call.
Live?
Yeah.
It was hype.
It was a
So
good
Dawn-
game.
Dawn's benching the Registeel and Mandibuzz, and then Gypsy King is benching a Raichu and a Mienshao.
Yeah,
I feel like Mienshao could have been good here. Like, Scarf U-turn looks super annoying for Dawn's team, right?
it does. I guess you want all of these fat pieces. Like, this definitely looks like a stall
The
team.
Gypsy build?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Like, I played this in OU at some point, for sure.
yeah, it feels a little bit weird to me that we're seeing like Infernape, Mew, Urine Black, 3 months all like really strong into fat builds, and we've just gone even fatter, right? Feels like that might be it might be a mistake, something that
Well-
could come back to bite you, anyways.
Typically, and this is just what I've observed historically in Draft League. Typically, if a player feels like they have a really strong matchup, they'll just take a more defensive approach because they feel like it gives them like more options overall. Especially if you feel like you can skill gap the opponent as well. That definitely lends itself to that type of style. So I do agree, though, it is a little puzzling to see, those first 3 guys and then see a fat ass build like this. But also, if you look at Gypsy's team, like the only thing he had to really deviate from that that structure would be bringing the Mian Shao, which would be really good at those top 3, as we talked about. But he's elected to bench that fella. So
Yeah, I mean,
he does have some nice speed control too, though, right? With Drill, like once that Donphan takes some chip, like what the fuck is stopping Earthquake?
nothing. Like quite literally nothing.
Literally.
There's a Mana Buzz on the bench. That isn't really stopping Drill for too long, anyways. Yeah, so Mega Sceptile is pretty interesting. Like, there is a Torn which lends itself to like the Swords Dance Rock Slide kind of sets, which also in a fat team like this, Swords Dance gonna break pretty strong. Dog-shaped dog. Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that could happen here. I think we should just get into the game. I mean, main things to take away. Gypsy needs to play well around this Kieran Black, needs to play well around this Infernape, but if he can do that, it's looking hard to break. Alright, T-Tar going to lead off, get the sand up immediately into Donphan. Donphan with a pretty safe Earthquake here, takes the Ice Beam. That is a Mega T-Tar doing 31, so Donphan going to get its coveted 2 turns off the back of that AV. And Amoongu's going to come in, takes a crit, but not the end of the world. You are threatening a Giga Drain. Quillfish coming in.
That does tell you right there that it's absolute max Fizdef.
Yeah, very, very fat.
That Earthquake crit.
And gets the Spore on the Quillfish. Don probably okay with that overall, although you really would like to get spikes up versus a team like this. If something has to take the sleep, I don't mind it being the Quillfish. Because you got double to Infernape, and it's going to catch a Torn, not what Don was looking for there, but it's what he's going to get. Donphan comes in on the Air Slash from Life Orb Torn.
Right. Importantly, we do realize there it's not Scarf Infernape because we do see Torn take the
sand first, yeah.
Sand first, correct.
And now a double to Infernape trying to catch what?
Like Grass Knot or maybe a U-turn?
A Grass Knot just puts you in the same situation as like 2 turns ago, but worse.
It does, but
it has to be trying to catch a U-turn or like just a switch out. And it does catch the U-turn, so you don't really have a great option to go to versus Infernape besides the Slowbro. And Slowbro is going to be an entry point for the Kieran Black. Future Sight goes up and Protect, so the Future Sight is going to hit the following turn. But Shadow Ball, okay, that's going to do a lot of damage with Life Orb. Slack Off is going to heal most of that, and yeah, that's a pretty beefy Future Sight. With Leftovers Protect, you are kind of able to stall out this Kyurem unless it is Roost. Can it be Roost, though? Let's see. So it's Shadow Ball, Fusion Bolt. You probably want Ice Beam. And the last move, I want to say it's Iron Head. Iron Head Earth Power type of thing.
Yeah, could see that.
But this might just be 4 attacks.
You need to move that like reliably 2 shots the Tyranitar, right? So Iron Head would make sense.
So this Kyurem probably doesn't have recovery then. So this Slowbro is doing its job with Lefties Protect Future Sight. And I was just going to regen off all that damage. Infernape comes in, gets the rocks up, but Future Sight was up, and it's going to go down. Alright. The Donphan in another U-turn. But we know that U-turn was the click on this before, so we can't just go for an Earthquake on the aggressive switch. And you're going to catch the T-Tar there, so a kill traded either way.
This is kind of a big thing to point out here because Extra on a limited resource with this sand. The thing I'm noticing is that right, Dawn starts are going to be outspeeding Gypsies in this endgame. Specifically, like the Mew only gets outpaced by the Torn, and Sceptile is going to have the speed advantage on every Pokemon. So, you know, depending on its set, depending on if you can distribute chip onto these pieces, it could be kind of frustrating to play against.
Definitely. It'll have to be played pretty precisely by Gypsy. But Earthquake will claim another KO. We reveal Leftovers on the Drill, so don't have to worry about any like Life Orb or Resist Berry on this, and Sceptile is going to be the response to the Drill. So what's the idea here? Because Sandstorm is up. This is definitely winning the 1v1. But it's Protect Sceptile. So that's going to stall out Sand Turns. And actually, if this is that Swords Dance Rock Slide set, I mean, we see a spin there, get rid of the rocks, but Swords Dance and then another Protect means that the Sandstorm will go down.
Surely spin isn't correct there.
Yeah. I guess you want the Torn healthy, right? If you're assuming this is a special Sceptile, then like you have Clef for it.
Yeah, but
it's probably not the end of the world.
I don't know. I just can't help but feel like that's not correct.
I think I'm with you. Yeah, like an Iron Head would go a long way there.
Exactly. It puts in the range of all your other pieces, right? So even if rocks are up, you always have some fat ass in the back that can take a hit and just like kill it. Especially if it's a special set, like you're saying. Like spinning into a SD set is the only way to lose there. And I don't even feel like that's hindsight to say that because like, why not just take damage with the unresisted move? You know, his resist is sleeping, so who cares? You know, you can just throw off an earthquake at that point.
Yeah. But okay, so on the threat of Protect, using up the last Sand Turn. What is Dawn going to click? I mean, the switch out could be played around, and it's going to be another Swords Dance. Now, this is getting scary now, because there's no way this is a Magic Guard Clefable. Unaware, yeah. It's definitely Magic Guard on a team like this. So, what's our play into Sceptile? +4 Dragonclaw will knock out Amoonguss from this range. So, with Rocks gone, I think the only play Gypsy has available is a sack on the regen, but that runs into a problem with Swords Dance again. +6 Sceptile, unguardable. It'll OHKO everything on this team. So this is like the defining turn here. Do you stay in on the Swords Dance, or do you switch on the just attack?
If he stays,
hard call to make.
If he stays in and dies, doesn't he just guaranteed lose at that point?
I think so, yeah. Like +4 is enough to kill the other 4 Mons. It's enough to kill Amoonguss at 75 as well.
So, I feel like if you're Dawn, you have to recognize that. If he stays in right here on this turn, he instantly loses the game. His only out is that regen switch, like you're saying. It is still a hard play to make, though. I concede on that. But I feel like if you've gone this far, if you've already had the balls to make the SD play on the switch out, you had the balls to make the SD play on the spin, I feel like, what's one more, you know?
Yeah.
At that point,
I understand that.
If you don't, like, if you only get 1 kill out of the Sceptile, I don't think you have enough gas in the tank to clean up the game.
Well, we don't know the Mew set. Like, the Mew set could change everything, you know?
Could.
So maybe just take your guaranteed kill, because, like, if you Dragonclaw, something will be dying, and I don't know what it is. And that also depends on Gypsy getting the 50-50 right. Although it does seem like a pretty skewed 50-50. Not really true coin flip. Yeah, let's just see. Another Swords Dance would win the game. We saw Gypsy switch out. And it's going to be Dragonclaw straight into the Clefable. It is going to go down to the Leaf Blade, obviously, next turn. But now with the regen, Amoonguss can live. Dragonclaw into the Rocky Helmet is going to put it in range of, well, a foul play. It was always in range of that. Okay, now the Mew comes in, and this reveal on this Mew set will tell us all we need to know about the rest of this game. It's Nasty Plot Mew. So, what does Gypsy have to do versus this Nasty Plot Mew? Oh my god, bars. So what is the set going to be? Probably Psychic, probably a fighting move. Or T-Tar Drill. I don't know if it's going to be Vacuum Wave or like Aura Sphere or something like that. But if that's the case, it doesn't hit Slowbro. So what is... Right? I'm
not sure. There's so many things it could
3
be.
attacks.
Like, Vacuum Wave makes sense to me. It could be Polish. But you would need like a really reliable dual stab. Or like, you know, 2 attacking moves. Maybe like Earth Power Ice Beam is like okay.
Yeah.
If Clef is, you know, gonna be weakened by your Kyurem and your Infernape and your Sceptile, then you don't really need Psychic or anything for it. So I could see like Mamoswine LARP.
Yeah, something important is that Gypsy must preserve the Slowbro for the Kyurem Black in the back. Because if that goes down, and maybe Torn's weekend or something like that. I mean, the Kieran Black is going to claim a kill versus Drill or Amungist, and at this point, you need all the sacks you can get.
Oh my god, Beso, hello Dashing Kevs.
Beso Kev. Nice, Glop just wants this Mew to be a Mammothswine. Yeah, typical stuff. Okay.
I like him chunky.
We're gonna see a U-turn from the Life Orb. Torn, chip down this Mew significantly, but what's coming in? Something has to die. It's gonna be a Mungus on the Psychic. So, Psychic and what? It's still a little bit ambiguous. But back to Torn, another U-turn. We'll put this in range of the next hit. And we see a Rock Polish. So now Mew's faster than the Torn, but I feel like +2 Mew probably not going to KO the Torn from full.
No, not a boosting item.
But Drill as well. Like, what is the last move on this Mew? Because if it's fighting move, we're hardwalled by Slowbro. So that doesn't feel right. What is it?
Maybe it is just fighting move. You can't just be walled by T-Tar, right?
Yeah.
The unfortunate reality of that is that Slowbro is going to Thanos all over you.
Yeah. Ends up being Giga Drain, which covers Slowbro and T-Tar, I guess. Not really.
It does.
But kind of. Yes, TSP, please click on all the ads. You have to. But that's obviously not going to be enough for the Drill. Looks to be like very specially defensive. And it feels like Dawn Mist has run out of steam. The Curum can come in, knock out the Drill. That's fine and all, but I mean, you can go Torn for a pretty safe, just knock off Will KO. And the Sleeping Quillfish probably not going to be able to finish up this game. There was definitely it was a close one, like one turn off from winning. Another aggressive sword stance would have been game, but Gypsy able to get the play right, and he's going to be rewarded with a win. So Espada are on the board, 3-1 though still for the Ragey Bolts. It's going to be a tough hill to climb.
I was so sad watching that shit live because I know there are multiple of us in the call that were like, SD again, please, please.
Yeah. Like, okay, oh
my god, we have Glogs? We have Glogs gaming?
Glogs versus Odin, yeah. The aura has just overflowed, I think.
Yeah, that's my cousin, bro.
It is, yeah.
Glogs!
Maybe you're his cousin. Ever thought about that?
Never considered it.
Maybe it goes both ways. Who's to say?
No. I'm the original one.
Yeah.
He's my clone, bro. Don't get it twisted.
Alright, so Gen 7. We have... a camera up on my screen. What is this camera supposed to do?
Is that regular?
It's a regular camera. Those are Glade.
Oh. Well, hello, Mr. Camera.
Yeah.
Well, surely it's there for the Mega Man, right?
Yeah, probably also helps into the Steela and the Shaman.
Low-key, tell me why Lava Plume, Toxic Protect, Rocks is low-key annoying.
Low-key, like, not even just annoying, but Thanos.
Now, keep in mind, there is a bench Tapu Fini, so, like, maybe we're
True. But... Maybe it's just prohibited by the builder.
But, at the same time, if you were that set, it looks like fucking LeBron.
So, yeah, it does. What the hell? Oh, that is pretty funny. I mean, Tapu Fini, you do have a Tentacruel for, and a Zapdos. It's not the end of the world to be weak to that Pokemon with your camera ups. So, maybe it's not off the menu entirely.
It is kind of annoying for Celesteela as well, right? Like, I guess you can leech it, but, like, Earthquake doesn't do a ton because of Solid Rock, so...
I really hate a defensive Steela in this game. It feels like it's going to get bullied by Zap, Liquid Ooze.
What I'll say is that if there's ever a matchup to bring your camera up, this is it.
This is it, yeah.
This is the one.
Hell yeah. You have Garchomp into Bronzong, probably going to be something like Dark Z in a matchup like this. With Crunch, that makes a lot of sense to me. Could also just be just normal Crunch and go for a different Z move like Z Outrage, also pretty strong into the Zapdos and the Zygarde. Getting an Oko on that at +0 is pretty nice. I mean, this does look pretty strong offensively for Odin, but like the camera up is cool, you know? Outside of that, I mean, the Mesprit for the Glade is pretty reasonable. And Shaman for Zygarde is one of the best things you can have in this gen.
Dude, I feel like Glogs has to do a lot to break.
Yeah,
how the fuck
it feels challenging.
That team? Yeah, like...
I have to assume it's like a Z Zygarde, and that's your way of breaking through the Shaman.
It has to be, because I don't see how else you're really reliably breaking this team.
Yeah.
Wait, what about specs? Camera up, let me know. Trick Room Run Song and the specs camera up. We just click
probably not, right?
Probably not.
Probably not. Ah, dang it. Let's get into the game. So camera up going to lead off into the Mesprit. So lead camera up, imprison on the rocks. Oh, so
Okay.
Mesprit able to get the better of this lead sequence. Rocks up, but T-Spike's going up. That's pretty big. Garchomp going to be
Dude,
immediately poisoned.
My poor friend camera up, just a burger flipper. You hate to see it.
Yeah. The best
He
camera
tried it,
matchup
man.
known to man. Wasn't
Still
enough.
gets thwarted.
Dang it. Alright, Zong is going to come in, though, but, I mean, pretty obvious what else he's supposed to do.
Heads up. Yeah,
So-
really heads up crunch there. Is that banded? That's gotta be.
It
Or
might-
it's just a Spadaf Bronzong.
It feels like it has to be Fizdef Zong, though.
Or maybe it's offensive Bronzong. Maybe it is that Trick Room I'm talking about, bro.
Well, either way, it's getting 2-hit killed by Crunch now. And Bronzong down. If this is...
And it's just gone.
I mean, if this is Bandit Chomp, like, when it comes in next time with Outrage, it's a certified KO every time. Alright, SD on the Gallade swap, so we're pretty confident making that play. I think it probably is Bandit Chomp, then, from the damage.
Looks like barely EV to live that, but it does take it.
Does take
I'm
it.
wondering if this is... Okay, Shadow Ball. That's reasonable. Puts it in range of Mega Main and your Scarfers, so that's pretty cool.
Is it in range of Mega Main? I feel like that's close. Glade's so naturally bulky, but Steela, this is definitely Scarf, right?
After Rocks, it'll be yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think Main can run Modest here, right? Or did I make that up?
I
was factoring that into my head calc.
think you can. Is there anything on the bench that would
Yeah,
influence
because
that?
Modest Mega Main will do like 42 to Gallade with Thunderbolt.
But there's a Weavile on the bench, so probably not.
Alright, so I just lied for fun.
Yeah, it
Understood.
can happen. Oh, and
Wait.
my good friend Camrupt is about to be sacked off to Garchomp. Okay, but with the Endure on the Z Drake, so it's actually just not a Fizdef Bronzong.
Many such cases of this not being a sack. My good friend has lived the hit.
Yeah. And most obvious explosion of all time. Honestly, you could go steal on this. Here's the Custap, and he does go steal. Imagine an overheat there.
Rocks. Wait, we're
But
enduring
getting
again.
rocks up is reasonable. Yeah, just as scout the
move,
Scarf
yeah.
lock, and you get to keep the sack now. Tentacruel in, can go for a spin, get rid of these rocks, save our good pal Camrupt.
Well,
and
I'm looking at the team and I'm looking at Facade Beware.
and I'm looking like our good friend Camrupt might have to go.
No.
Yeah, and it was Facade, so calling out the T spikes. Yeah. If this is Scarf Beware, wait, don't you just lose?
It's fucking over.
Looks like it's not, though. Steel is going to pivot in on the close combat, threaten the Scarf Air Slash once more. But it's going to explode on the Zapdos, so Zapdos goes down.
Makes sense. You're never getting it again, so...
Yeah, just guarantee your KO. Now Manectric in, but Gallade, does it live? From 49.
Well, this is an awkward turn. This is an awkward turn, right, to figure out, because, like, what if they go...
it does die.
Bang, dead. Probably Modest, yeah. Told you.
It's just, yeah, we're just deciding. Right, cool.
I did. I decided it. Because think about it, right? Weavile in this matchup, why would Weavile go Jolly? You would only go Jolly to creep Timid Main, right? Or, sorry, Modest Main. That'd be the
potentially.
Yeah, that'd be the... Yeah.
But also, it could just be, like, no bulk Gallade. That seems like maybe reasonable.
Yeah, Shadow Ball did, like, 50...
45.
It might have a little bit of bulk. It might have a little bit of bulk.
I don't know. Either way, it goes down.
Dude, you're hating on Mega Main. You're hating on this guy.
I might be.
Weak.
I know.
You are.
I'm more so like in awe of Gallade's like special bulk. Okay, HP Ice on the Zygarde, no weakness policy. Goes for the aggressive Dragon Dance on the switch.
Do you even have to make that play?
No, I don't think so.
I guess okay. From Glogs' perspective, right? If you just take the kill, and then he switches out the main, comes back in, intimidates you. Your neutral
fucked,
Z
yeah.
won't code it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I kind of get it. It is a 50-50, right? In the traditional sense.
Yeah. Well, it's also like Glogs has to make something happen. You can't just sit there and let Odin like dance around him. So he goes for the dance himself, trying to cover a sack into Manectric.
Wait, that was poetic. You said you can't let him dance around him because he's dragon dancing.
You get it.
Whoa.
Honestly, I think if he got that play right, he might have just won. But no such luck. The HP Ice does come out, and it's just going to be a Manectric cleanup. And that's going to be the game. So Espada bringing it back to 3-2. Still down in the series, but we're coming back. 3 games to go.
Zuch is saying Scarf Shaman in the back. Well, I guess it was always Raps then.
Okay. Bet. All right.
Oh, this game. This is a good game.
Yeah, this one was, honestly, if I'm remembering this one correctly, a real head scratcher in the end game when I first saw it. And then it was explained to me, and I was like, I kind of get it. But there's definitely some turns in here that we can talk about.
Yeah, there's a lot of mindfucks in this game. I'm not gonna lie. So.
All right, so in this matchup, we're going to see Terra Fairy, Ceruledge. The Ogerpon is not Terra, and the other Terra is the Keldeo Electric type. Electric is kind of interesting. You're not hitting the Latias super effectively, but you are like having a pretty strong neutral defensive typing, and the Terra Blast coverage into a lot of stuff means you can go for different types of coverage that are more unexpected from a Keldeo. On the other side, we do see a flying Zarude. So if that is Terra Blast Keldeo, I mean, we get the better of the Terra types there. And I don't think there's another Terra type there. Maybe normal on Braviary. I don't know if that's a Terramon here. But yeah, so flying Zarude often is going to be acrobatics. So you could see a Citrus Berry setup kind of thing. You could see just no item. Both of these are possible. Flying good into the Ogerpon. Reasonable into like Secret Sword. So it could be Spadef with Terra Flying. Seems really hard to break, honestly, for Agentflane's draft. Especially with no item, you're taking away the strong knockoff from Roaring Moon. I could see a vision there.
Like, Keldeo looked kind of difficult to remove as well, just because Terra Electric, right? You're only really weak to the Landorus, but obviously you're going to be fast for that. You threaten it with, like, a Scald or an Icy Wind. And then, I guess the problem kind of becomes with the Latias, is how do you get around that thing? But, I mean, a lot of times on these rude structures, when you see Latias, I'm going to say 9 times out of 10, it's going to sack itself off just to get the Healing Wish for Zarude. So, if that's the case, and if that's part of Habaduh's game plan, then, like, Electric Keldeo can definitely be frustrating.
For sure, yeah.
It kind of just Terra Blast, water moves everything, and what the fuck do you do if the Latias isn't there?
Probably just lose. Is there anything on the bench that would influence coverage for Keldeo? There's a Mismagius and a Cinderace.
So, no.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Cinderace is interesting because it gives one more Pokemon that's faster than Keldeo, and doesn't die to Vacuum Wave. So we might see that taken account for in the builder in some way. But obviously the Ceruledge, pretty strong into that Cinderace, can take advantage of it. Let's get into the game. So Mesprit going to lead off into the Braviary. Free rocks.
Oh, and it's just Agentflane IRL. I see.
Oh, cool.
I guess we're just 1 foot tall and we weigh 6 pounds. Cool.
Looks like
right,
Braviary.
That was the world's most useful Braviary. Please do not sell it short.
So it's a little bit of a trade of leads, right? Braviary for the Mesprit, but one of those is getting rocks and a Healing Wish in the air.
We have a banger comment coming in the comment section in this battle. Turn 3, turn 4. Just wait for it. We have a banger. Not that one.
Okay,
not that one.
Okay.
It's coming from a user named Glopper. Just a banger comment.
Okay.
Be aware. Right here is Ogre. You can go for SD. You have a lot of plays. You can just attack.
I feel like, was this your best play? I mean, I guess Treads doesn't Oko. Yeah, you don't have a great option in a full HP Imp.
I mean, Roaring Misto is okay, depending on your set.
Yeah. Alright, well, Ogerpon's in. Gonna go for the Ivy Cudgel. It's a 3-8 KO on the Empoleon, but could definitely be Roost. But this could be Encore Ogerpon. There's a Leech Seed gonna knock out the Braviary.
You skipped over my comment.
My bad. Me IRL, I just get up rocks and then off myself. Relatable? Probably not, right? Probably not.
My bad.
Yeah, but Zuri comes in. With that. Yeah, definitely gonna Terra this turn, trying to cover like a U-turn Ogerpon. because that would be pretty scary. Glop, are you okay? I'm sure he's okay. Right?
That's me being okay.
I get it, bro. But Zarud comes in, gonna Terra flying here for sure.
I mean, if I'm seeing the flying guy, I'm worried about like, could it be Mirror Herb or something? Oh, and it's just no item.
Yeah,
We
no
see that?
item. Yeah,
What the hell?
13 from the knockoff, and Acrobatics is gonna do a little bit more than 13, bring this Ogerpon all the way down. But Rocky Helmet gets a Leech Seed off as well. So this Zarud is gonna be at 42% with the rocks up, no boots. Once you force it
I
out,
feel like, yeah, I feel like if you're Agent, you're so cool with that trade.
yeah, laughing to the bank even. Now Keldeo can come
hey,
in
dude.
with a Terra Electric, should be able to take any one hit from the Zarud, force it out. And
Terra
yeah,
Blast is like pretty safe here, or Water Move. I feel like either is fine to click.
yeah, there's the Terra Electric, and we see an Icy Wind.
Okay.
So it makes sense. If you hit the Zarud, it would be slower the next turn.
I will say
here-
this Trailblaze is a little ambitious. I feel like,
Yeah.
is it not crazy to not scout for like Trick?
Well, the Icy Wind doing 33 will tell you something about the Latios's bulk. I think that probably shows
can
max
run-
HP.
I mean, you can run bulky Scarf Latios. That's not unreasonable. Like Scarf, Trick,
can.
Healing Wish. I
But
just feel
what
like
would
right there, like
what would a bulky Scarf Latios even be for?
Elio?
Feels probably not, right? I'd just rather be max HP, max speed, non-choiced.
I mean, but you can cripple it with a Trick, so it can't set up and beat you. Is my thought.
I mean, in
Cerulite,
theory,
right?
you can
It's-
cripple it with like T-Wave, but obviously the Terra Electric gets around that. I think it's a smart
so-
build.
I don't know. I feel like Trick has merit, but maybe I'm just waffling.
Yeah, maybe. I just don't really see the vision entirely.
Fair enough.
But the Trailblaze does come out, and we're going to see a light screen go up. Kelly's going to try to brute force through this one, but the immediate Healing Wish into Landorus should live a hit behind light screen. But Iron Chud is going to come in on the Earthquake. There's no ground resist, but with a balloon, you're able to have that one-time swap. And now we're threatening an
This is a
Ice
very-
Spinner for like some
Ice
big
Spinner
damage.
or just a very free Rapid Spin if you want to take that route.
That is
You
true
have a
as
free
well.
turn. So
Yeah. If you're like Sash Surulage, a spin makes a whole lot of sense here. And there is the spin,
Weird.
so it could
Spin,
be Sash
yeah.
Surulage then. So that we
Definitely
see in
gonna
OU all the
preserve the
time. Yeah.
yep.
And folks, let's see how many viewers forgot this. We do still have a Healing Wish in the air. So everything
Oh.
Agentflane's doing, we have that that
The
full
Healing
heal
Wish
on
on
something. But what
Right.
are we really using it on at this point? Iron Treads will use it up if we go into it for 3%. Keldeo will not use the Healing Wish. Cerulage will not use the Healing Wish. When Roaring Moon comes in, the next time it will. But yeah, just a reminder, that is still in the air. Right, Overquill is going to be the pivot in though on the crunch. Or you come in on the crunch with the Roaring Moon to then Earthquake the Overquill, but it is Agility Shookaberry. Alright, but now, this one was puzzling to me. We go to Cerulege and just
Nah,
freaking sack it.
This was a good play. This is a really good play. Because like you're gonna die to the gunk shot. You may as well save your Roaring Moon. I feel like saving Roaring Moon is correct there. But
Well,
I guess
now-
you let Keldo take a shit ton of damage, so
Yeah,
that's kind of awkward.
This happens, and then now you have no way of getting that Healing Wish onto the Keldeo,
So
because
what
everything is chipped.
What are you suggesting was the correct line of play there? To sack Roaring Moon and then go to what?
I think
Can't let
I
the
just...
balloon get popped.
No, what I was saying is if this dies to Gunk Shot, cool. I don't know if it does. Like 76 non-boosting item
right.
Overquill feels like a tough ask. But even if you
Well-
do die, you go Keldeo, you take the trait, and then you have the Cerulege sack, and you have the Healing Wish back into Keldeo. Full HP
Here's what
Keldeo
I'm
is
thinking.
Thanos.
My thought though is that okay, in an endgame situation, what's more useful to me? Cerulege that can't Terra or a Roaring Moon at 76? Roaring Moon at 76 lives Earthquake from Landorus. So like sacking off Cerulege means I still have one Pokemon that doesn't just fucking die to Earthquake. That was kind of my thought.
Yeah, we have the balloon still intact.
You do, but also Roaring Moon gets the jump on like the Empoleon, can threaten with Earthquakes on that as well.
I think, actually from Agentflane side, you have 4 Mons that are all really good in this endgame, low-key. So maybe it doesn't matter so much which ones get sacked or not. because they're
Fair
all
enough.
really good. Maybe I'm just hating for fun. But either way, the Surge is going to go down. Keldeo going to take this hit to kill the Overquill. There was also like a possibility of like, I guess not really. There's a Healing Wish in the air for Habaduh at this point. So you could think about who's getting that. But by going Keldeo and revenging this way, it's almost like you're forcing the Landorus to take the Healing Wish.
Yeah.
Which is really nice, because now Zarude is basically sack fodder. Okay.
As agent, do you go back to Tread?
This is showing
Or do you let
Scarf Landorus, I think.
for sure. You wouldn't go into it otherwise.
Although, at
That's what I'm,
the end
that's
of the
what-
day, what
that's what I'm
other
thinking.
choice do you have? Maybe you're just bluffing, because you can't do anything else. It's Empoleon and Zarude in the back.
Yeah, it could be a bluff, but I feel like you have to have some kind of speed control on Hop's team, right?
Probably.
Into a team with Roaring Moon and Keldeo, like you gotta have
Especially
some
when
kind
you're
of speed
benching
control.
Cinderace, I think. Yeah, Scarf
Exactly,
makes a lot of
exactly.
sense. And so Roaring Moon is going to use up the Healing Wish, take that Earthquake, 74%. But now we see the lock there. We're assuming it's Scarf, going to go into Iron Tread, save the sack crucially. And now here, we can just go for a Heavy Slam, it looks like.
This turn was puzzling to me. Like, you pretty much know he's locked into Earthquake. So why didn't she just go for Earthquake, knowing that the Landorus has to switch out with Iron
Yeah.
Treads?
If Zarude comes in on Earthquake, not the end of the world, right? You can just Heavy
I
Slam
feel
the
like
next
Iron
turn.
Treads. Yeah, exactly.
But Empoleon coming in on Heavy Slam is like worst case scenario, because now you have to play around Sugarberry, and it becomes a little bit more awkward. Roaring Moon has to come in, take a Surf. I mean, you're still okay. The Zarude stack is still there. But locks in
The way he's
outrage.
playing it makes it seem like he doesn't have Vacuum Wave. Because I feel like he would just go for it there, right? Maybe not. Because if you Vacuum Wave into Roaring Moon and kill it, then Keldeo comes in. That's kind of shit for you. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like taking a KO is better than not taking a KO in scenes like this.
Well, I remember talking with Hob. He did have Vacuum Wave, but he said there was a reason he didn't use it on the Roaring Moon. I'm trying to remember what it was, what the reasoning was. He said, like, if he kills Roaring Moon... Oh, no, the Wish isn't in the air. No. So...
No, it's used.
Yeah, like, why
Tough
would he not
question.
kill Roaring
Yeah.
Moon? Yeah.
You
That's what I'm trying to
break
figure out.
Balloon, you kill Roaring Moon, or Keldeo becomes even closer to death.
I guess there's also a 50-50, right? Because if she expects Vacuum Wave, her plays to go to Keldeo, but also maybe just don't even bother risking its health.
That feels
That's
way too much
probably
to ask for,
troll.
personally.
Yeah, that's probably troll. So I'm wondering why he didn't take the kill.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what it is? I wonder if Surf. Okay, I think I know why he didn't. Because if he Vacuum Waves this, right? Surf might not get the kill on Keldeo. If it gets off a Trailblaze, can it win then? But surely Surf into Vacuum Wave kills. Like it can't Calm Mind and Trailblaze.
Probably not.
I'll have to ask him after this. I'm so curious.
I guess
'cause
the problem with that
he was-
line, I think I see it. So like, the Keldeo would just attack, I think, because then what happens is, or maybe it's a 50 because you can go Lando on the Terror Blast.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask him about this because he was like very adamant that Vacuum Waving and killing the Roaring Moon made him 100% lose. But I don't think it did. The more I look at this,
I think maybe the line that you would be worried about is Iron Treads coming in on the Empoleon and Earthquaking.
you just Vacuum Wave it and then you win with Scarf Earthquake.
Yeah, Vacuum Wave would win there.
Right. So if you have Vacuum Wave and you go for it here, Flane is always going to go in the Keldeo.
Always, yeah.
I guess it then becomes a question of what sequences do you make around the Keldeo.
Beso.
Oh, hey,
Thank
hello,
you.
QP.
Alright.
Yeah, I feel like it creates a 50-50 with Keldeo, but I feel like you have to take that route. Isn't that your best odds of winning
Yeah.
as Habaduh?
So Keldeo kills Empo and then Lando comes in? Well, it's not necessarily the case, because you can always go Lando on the Terra Blast and save the sack. I assume this is Shuka and Polion, otherwise we're just completely owned by Treads in the first place.
Is it really 50-50 next turn? Because from Agent's perspective, right, you can always just go into well, no, you can always just sack the Keldeo in front of the Landorus, because the only way it kills it is with Earthquake. Meaning that if they lock Earthquake, you go into your Treads, you click Heavy Slam as they sack Zarude, and then Landorus comes back in and they can't Oko Treads. So that would always be a win for Agentflane. It's not a 50-50 the next turn. If that made sense. Like, say you go, okay, so Hob Vacuum Waves Roaring Moon. Keldeo comes in. Keldeo kills Empoleon. Habaduh goes into Landorus. You always just sack Keldeo.
Yes.
Because the only way you kill Keldeo is with ground move. Treads comes in, Heavy Slams, kills Zarude. Landorus comes back in, clicks Fighting Move, doesn't kill. You kill with Ice Spinner.
I think more precise would be spinning with Treads on the Zarude sack, but yeah, same idea.
Yes, because you get the speed boost.
So you have to save the Empoleon for the Shuka Berry into Treads.
If you Vacuum Wave the Roaring Moon, it does create a 50-50 just on the turn that Keldeo comes in, right? Do you go Landorus on the Terra Blast, or do you stay in calling the Trailblaze / Calm Mind and surf into Vacuum Wave? That's what it comes down to. Because if you Calm Mind with Keldeo, you can't avoid the 2-hit KO from Surf from Empoleon. So you can't possibly Calm Mind and Trailblaze.
Yeah.
In the same. Yeah. So I don't know. I think Hob was wrong not to take the kill here.
I think so, yeah.
Like, you have the move, you may as well go for it.
Instead, we're going to sack Zarude to the Outrage, and now I think you're just cooked here. Because Landers comes in. I mean, if you U-turn, it's like kind of chopped. We lock Earthquake as well, which is also chopped because Treads comes in. And now it's like there is a win path here. If it is Vacuum Wave Shuka, specifically Empoleon, in on Earthquake, you Vacuum Wave to break the balloon as you Earthquake again as Treads, and then Landorus Earthquake sweeps.
Well, it's actually
There's
a true
a
50-50,
problem with that though,
yeah.
because I'm pretty sure Earthquake from Treads into Empoleon, that has to be pretty close to a spin range.
No, with Shuka? No, because this Empoleon's like Fizdef, right? It took like
fully
34
Fizdef?
Cudgel.
Okay, maybe not then.
34
Yeah,
Cudgel,
maybe not.
So it is actually interesting, right? Because like you're saying, if we go to this next turn, you can go Emp.
Yeah, you can go Emp.
And then this is a 50-50. But she doubles, which completely... I mean, it's still a 50-50. I think she recognized that, right? If she Earthquakes into Empoleon, it's a true 50-50, because either as Habaduh, you would Vacuum Wave the Iron Treads. If you think it stays in, you Earthquake sweep. Or if you think she's going to switch out on Vacuum Wave, you go for Surf because you're in Torrent and it kills Keldeo. Then you win because you Vacuum Wave into Earthquake. So her doubling here actually covers all of those. It covers the switch. And now it puts Habaduh in another situation where you have to get a 50-50 right. Because if she Trailblazes as you Surf, you kill with Vacuum Wave. But if she Terra Blasts as you stay in, then you lose because Landorus can't lock into one move.
Yeah.
It's a very fucking crazy endgame, actually.
It is.
It's all 50-50s. There's no one play that wins as Agent right here. You have to get the play right. You either call him switching out or you call him staying in. There's no other... Yeah, there's no in between.
Whereas the Landers is going to be the switch.
Yep.
And Trailblaze.
She calls it.
Yep, covers it. And now we just can't win. Yep.
Yep.
Just attack what's in front of you. Game's done.
Crazy endgame though, dude. Like
Crazy,
genuinely crazy endgame.
A lot of intricate stuff there.
Had the way to go Habadah's way. I'm still just wondering that. So surely we can agree though. We think that killing the Roaring Moon was correct.
I think so for sure.
So, what it changed is it basically changed the game from 150-50, or sorry, it changed it from this double 50-50 here to like a single 50-50.
Yeah, you have.
But I think no matter what route you take, it always comes down to this 50-50.
Maybe, yeah.
What I'm saying is, like, if we were to run multiple permeations of this game, I feel like the majority of them come down to a 50-50 because of the prep and the sequences.
I'm not 100% convinced on that because I feel like there's a lot of things that could go differently. especially in the mid game. I think a lot of those sequences felt weird to me. But
Yeah.
this
Like,
end
imagine we had a
game,
fucking-
once we get to this end game, yeah, it feels like a 50-50 is coming.
Man, imagine we had a Cinderace, not a fucking Braviary.
The Finizens would be phenomenal here. Yeah.
Crap. Habaduh's just too obsessed with that Braviary.
Yeah. I get it though. He be flapping.
All right,
And,
so
that's gonna be 4-2 in the series.
add Chuds of Ruin are down, man. Nar.
Yeah. So guaranteed at least a draw for the
All right,
Ragey Bolts,
but
but they
we
really
have-
need this win. Ragey Bolts are
Wait,
pretty
but-
close into playoff contention, so a win goes a long
do-
way here.
We do have SV Titan Zuch here, though. Hold
We
on.
do.
We
Oh,
can make something happen. Hold on. Everybody, grab a hold of your britches. We're in for a long one.
where are my britches? Just wondering. Do you know?
Are you not wearing any britches right now?
Probably
wanna
not.
self-report?
Right? Probably not.
Okay, nice. So we're just wearing an open V shirt, but we have no pants on the stream. That's tough.
Who's to say?
You know, people talk about Brother Dog specific aura, but we need to talk about King L5 specific aura. That's a whole nother conversation.
All
I don't know
right,
if
my
we're ready for
bad.
that.
My bad. But okay. This is going to be Helm versus Zuch. This is a matchup that we saw in DCL 3. And I believe it went Zuch's way that time from a Quaquaval sweep. This time, Helm is the one with the Quaquaval. So a little bit of poetry in motion. Some are saying.
The motion of the ocean.
Yep. The ocean being Quaquaval. That was smooth.
Whoa.
All right. But unfortunately, there's a Hydrapple on the other side, which does kind of hard wall Quaquaval for the most part. But it is Terra Grass Hydrapple for the power boost, but Bug on the Quaquaval. So Terra Bug is actually pretty interesting. You wall the Great
Really
Tusk.
nice for Great Tusk. Yep.
Yeah.
You're not like super weak to Weavile either. Like it's
Mhm.
not going to have a coverage move for it, especially if you're able to accumulate a bulk up. You really don't have to be worried of the Zapdos and the Hearthflame, but those guys kind of beat you anyways. So
hmm
assuming you can get chip on them or weaken them, it should be fine.
Yeah. And then the other Terramons is going to be Iron Crown is electric, pretty classic into Zapdos builds. You want to have your setup guy take advantage of that. And that's pretty much it. Grass on the Hydrapple does tend to imply like a Leaf Storm kind of thing. Like you run that into teams that are super weak to grass. I don't know if this is quite the matchup for it though. Like if a Skarmory and a Pheasantipede feels like this is not going to get much done offensively. So maybe we just like grass as a defensive typing into the Quaquaval and like maybe even Garchomp. I guess, but it feels like there probably was a better option out there. I don't know what
the
it is,
Crown?
but no, the Hydrapple.
Oh, okay. With Terra Grass, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Leaf Storm is quite strong, right? It's like very good into this team.
There's two
if
4-time,
you-
or not 4 times resist, but 4 times resist, good spit F and resist. Like it doesn't feel
True.
like it'll be breaking through very easily.
Yo, why don't you chill on Zuch? Maybe he knows something we don't.
Maybe he does. All
Let's see.
right. Fez going to lead off into the Hydrapple, force this out immediately, unable to get the Terra off turn 1. The U-turn on
Wait a minute.
Empoleon. into-
9%? That shit's invested.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you do not do 9% with a fucking no
Fez
attack.
U-turn. Yeah.
That's for sure. Yeah. So I'm sure that Helm recognizes that, sees that damage.
Mm-hmm. It's like whoa.
You can tell what kind of Empoleon it is. But
Yeah.
I feel like it's got to be like a bulky Empoleon, right? Maybe I'm trolling.
Maybe. I have no idea actually. I don't do my Fez Empoleon calcs very often.
Understandable.
Yeah. Either way, we're not going to go Quaquaval on this. Don't want to get Chople air slashed here. So instead, Darkrai is going to come in, which will live any hit from Empoleon and do some pretty decent damage back. And Specs Darkrai is going to do actually quite a lot of damage with Darkrai, or with Dark Pulse. But by locking into Dark Pulse, we're allowing the Tusk to come in, which probably isn't that big of a deal when we have what I presume to be a Helmet Scarm in the back. There's the
sure.
Earthquake, and now what I'm thinking is,
I feel like
is this going to be
Earthquake is-
Temper Flare?
if it was rocks, I feel like you could go for it that turn, no?
You could. So probably Rocks Empoleon then? That's what you're saying?
Probably. Has to be.
Yeah. So Earthquake Tusk, no Headlong. But this is also opening the door for the Temper Flare onto Skarm next turn, which would potentially 2-hit KO if this is like a boosting item. But usually on Great Tusk, a boosting item would look like, you know, that booster energy. We've already seen it doesn't have that, so I'd be dubious to see if this would 2-hit KO Skarm. But it's actually Taunt instead, so a different way of beating Skarm. Now we're going to go to Zapdos scouting for the Brave Bird, but Helm switching there makes me think he probably doesn't even have it. And now Zapdos going to fire for Hurricane. Life Orb is going to 2-hit KO Garchomp, and with it being Spadef lefties, yeah, it's going to be faster the next turn. So, boosting item Zapdos, very strong.
People said FB Zapdos sucks.
They be saying this often, and it's just not the case. This guy's Thanos. Darkrai is going to come in, force a KO with Dark Pulse. But now Weavile can come in, right? Yeah, Weavile's in. Skarm as the answer, but if you're able to knock off the helmet, this will open up the Great Tusk later as well.
Yep.
We're actually just going to go hard Tusk here.
I'm curious to not see the Zapdos come in. I felt like Thunderbolt was an unguardable position right there.
It was, but also that will open up the Crown Calm Mind follow-up, as well as Specs Darkrai as a follow-up, but still you are claiming a KO for sure.
It does, but can't you just like Volt Switch on that guy? I guess what the fuck do you... I mean, if you're like an AV Drapple, you could just Dragon Tail it out, right? That might be Zuch's thought.
Maybe. I understand going Tusk, though. You get the immediate spin always. Don't have to deal with these spikes ever.
Oh, he said, I didn't have T-Bolt. Okay, under Life Orb Zapdos. Copy that. So
we paid how much for this guy? How much do we pay for this guy? Like 13k, 14k?
Like, but like we do have an electric move on Zapdos, right? Like maybe it's Discharge or Charge
or Volt Switch or
Shockwave. Maybe with Shockwave.
Shockwave. Okay, bro.
Hey, I was using Shockwave in my Platinum playthrough. It's kind of tough, bro.
It's probably again.
Cannon.
Zuch, I thought we learned our lesson.
Many such cases.
I swear we learned our lesson with Zap Cannon. I guess not.
Nah, that's a Craig ass play. Craig is the only guy I know to run Zap Cannon and hit it in every mock in every game he plays.
This is interesting though. The Great Tusk is just going to stay in on Quaquaval, which is not going to Terra. And now, even if you do Terra, you're dead to Earthquake. So we go Hydrapple. Interesting. Maybe we're not confident that the Tusk is faster than the Quaquaval.
It's faster? Well, even if it wasn't, you don't die to the next move, right? It has to be Wave Crash, and if he Wave Crashes, I think he doubles down with you, so...
Likely, yeah. But going Hydrapple also feels relatively safe. You're never going to click, like, Triple Axle there, I don't think.
Right.
So, yeah, I see the vision. Unfortunately for him, though, Skarm comes in. We get the Terra Grass off. This only makes sense if you're a Jetpack.
Bang!
So we get the Terra off, but does that even do anything, really?
Well, it gives you
not really. I mean, it does, but like getting the Terra off is what I was talking about.
Well, oh yeah. I mean, you're in a good position now, right? Because like, you threaten Crown, can't set up in front of you. Darkrai can't KO you from 88 unless it's Sludge Bomb.
That's true. Ogerpon is kind of Thanos here.
I will say that Sludge Bomb, if it specs Sludge Bomb in the end game, that does look very strong.
From the Darkrai, yeah. Tusk's at half.
Low. Yep.
Yeah. Zapdos is offensive as well.
You know what else looks really good? If the viewers in the chat were able to like the stream, because I'm seeing 18 viewers and 0 likes. Like,
that's not
respectfully,
a lot.
Chat, respectfully, we can't get a single pity like. Like, nobody can just press the button on their screen. Like, come on now. Like, come on. One? Can we get one like?
We're not asking for much here, are we?
I'm preaching to the choir, man. Fuck. My bad. So Fez comes in, right? This should be alarm bells for Zuch. Certainly going to imply that it's Scarf. I mean, we saw an attack investment on it previously with the U-turn, so I'm sure he's aware of that. The problem is, where do you go to? Like, your resists are kind of scuffed.
I mean, we were talking about Sludge Bomb Darkrai. You had the same problem with Gunk Shot Fezandipity, right?
And Play Rough, right?
Yeah.
Was that though static? Did we see pressure on it or no?
It is static, but Gunk doesn't make contact.
True. So like, but are you really willing to risk the Tusk here? It's kind of tough.
I think something's dying here to the Fez, which is kind of crazy.
Most likely.
Oh, charge Zap Cannon to Oko Electric Quack. I just saw that. Yeah, okay. But down goes the Ogre Pawn that was looking so nice here. But now Great Tusk can come in, and you get the spin off. No more spike to deal with. You do get 2 spins, which means you're faster than like a booster speed crown. And you can deny its setup with an Earthquake, which he's going to go to it anyways. I mean, not much point at this point, or not much choice. You have to just like live the Earthquake or something. This is looking like a pretty solid endgame for Zuch, right? However, if you do live the Earthquake and you kill this, maybe Fez and Darkrai can, you know, do enough in the endgame.
They'll definitely clean up for sure. The combination at least. So, but I mean, if you go to the Crown here, I'm pretty sure that you're confident you live. You know it's Earthquake, and also Crown definitely can live an Earthquake. That is a really good natural defense stat.
Here it is. Gonna take this trade. Go for a Psychic. Now Weavile's in. I'm gonna go for the Triple Axle. The Triple Axle is interesting. Means it must be choiced Weavile.
Yep. The problem is, as Helm, you really are forced to be hitting gunks, because like if you play rough into Zapdos and you get static, I think you instantly lose.
Maybe, yeah.
It looks really difficult. How do you get past a Hydrapple and a Weavile, right? Like that's tough.
It is. So I almost wonder if you could no, never mind. Runs into the same problem. I think you do need to kill this Weavile with the Fez.
I think it has to be gunk here.
Yeah. It's actually going to be Scarf Weavile. You see that?
Oh, tough.
And it lives, but the poison.
Oh, we just hacks. Why hacks, dude?
Why hacks?
Zuch won. Zuch won. That makes me so angry.
Yeah. Well, does Triple Axle kill Darkrai at 77?
No, but Darkrai doesn't. Wait,
That's an Ice Beam sweep then.
It might kill Darkrai at 77.
It might, yeah.
Okay, because it's probably Adamant Scarf, surely, right?
Probably, yeah. I mean, the rest of this game is going to be an Ice Beam sweep because of the poison. There's also like the 30% chance to poison on top of the 30% chance. It's not exactly hacks.
No. My boy Zuch got hacked. Check out the calc. Bang. That shit owns Darkrai, bro.
Oh, you did actually get hacked. I mean, a lot had to go your way, right? No poison into the Toxic Chain plus the just raw poison chance on Gunk. Explain in 5 words or less why Espada are so bad. I don't know if I can legally do that right now.
I can do it in 5 words or less. Unluckiest players on the planet. They're just unlucky, bro. Every week they just get unlucky.
Yeah.
They just get hacked. Look at this, bro. Zuch had it in the bag. All you had to do is not get poisoned. And of course, this guy hits Gunk Shot and gets the poison. Cornball. Yeah,
you need 3 hits on everything. You need to not get poisoned that one time. It is a little bit of much to ask for. But it's probably still favored, Helm, like odds-wise. It's a roll to kill the Apple too, but I probably should have Terra'd Weavile since it won. You were Terra Ice. Oh, so we could have just won. Oh, why didn't I think of that?
Oh, never mind. All right, Zuch through.
I was saying, like, what do you even get out of tearing the Hydrapple on that turn versus Skarmory?
No. That leaf storm did 24 instead of 16.
Oh, right.
Big fucking damage.
Huge, even. Many are saying this. Right. I was gonna say, like, you bring up the spotter are getting pretty unlucky, which is true. The person I feel bad the most about for that is Berna, and we do have his game at the end.
Whoa, that was a flawless pivot. What the hell?
You saw that? That was kind of tough.
Have you done this thing before, or like?
I mean, I'm doing my best. So Berna, I feel like he's been playing really well. Like when I watch his games, he's doing winning plays, and his prep's cool and all that. But it's just not a like one turn super pivotal will go like completely wrong, and he'll just get cooked. And it's like, man, it's not your fault. Like I've been really impressed by his play. So that's what I feel bad about the most. And he's like 0-3 or something like that. Really doesn't deserve it. But yeah, we look at this matchup versus Bobbert. Bobbert using this team with like no real resist to any typing in particular, which is what we found when we played against it. a lot of like your only resist is Cobalion or your only resist is Fini type of stuff. But yeah, you look at this like Venusaur. Is this Mega Venusaur? Did they make changes at mids to put a Mega Venusaur in Usum? I feel like they did, right?
Probably.
Probably. So what is the what's the plan here? So Kyurem looks pretty strong as always, gonna get a KO with like some sort of Z move most likely. It's a pretty solid lead as well. Like you take one hit from pretty much everything and kill back. I don't know if you want to take that HP trade though.
Mega Venu looks fucking annoying, dude. With
It
like
does.
sleep powder and shit, because like the guys that want to come in on it or the Pidgeot and the Mesprit both get slept.
Yeah, even in terrain, right?
Yes, yes. I mean, letting in Hoopa is kind of annoying, but you do have a Clef Key. I feel like that's about as good as it gets, right?
Yeah. I almost want to say like a physical Venusaur looks not bad. Because if I'm looking at it like what is my counterplay, I'm thinking it's like Hoopa, realistically, taking the Sludge Bombs and then doing a lot of damage back.
Giga free here. What the hell?
It is, but I feel like I'd rather just be firing off attacks, no?
Sludge bomb and shit. Yeah, that's valid.
You could go Sludge Bomb HP Fire, you could go Power Whip Earthquake.
I don't know, man. This Pidgeot's a fucking problem.
It is.
If Klefki is forced to take on both Pidgeot and Hoopa, it's going to get overwhelmed very quickly. And then Thundurus is not by any means a switch in because Stealth Rock up, you just get knocked out by like, Hurricane into fucking Heat Wave. So I don't know.
Makes me think we might see like an Assault Vest Swampert, but at the same time, that's your rocker, so probably not.
Right.
The Pidgeot just seems really strong into this. Maybe you go like Max Spadef Kyurem and try to take two. That feels like not great. I don't know. And it's faster than everything. Yeah, this might be a Pidgeot show. We'll see, I guess.
Let's run it up. We're going to lead Kyurem.
Into the Hoopa.
I mean, the only thing you have to fear is Scarf Focus Blast, right?
Yeah, here's a Brick Break, but okay, Hoopa down.
Okay, what the hell? Why is Hoopa gone turn 2?
Alright, so Venusaur massively opened up immediately.
For sure.
Thank you, Mr. Kyurem. Now Cobalion comes in, gonna threaten this out. We could see a Swampert come in, trade rocks type thing, but trading rocks, I don't know. It's kind of like a handshake here.
I go Thundy probably.
Oh, we're gonna stay in with Kyurem.
Goodbye, Kyurem. All right, well, I guess that works.
And the Klefki? Oh, we're going
Sunny
for
Venu.
raw Venusaur strats.
Loki, yeah, Venusaur. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. It's looking bad now.
Yeah, this Cobalion's getting very big, very fast.
Is this Z move?
It is Z. There's the Z fight. Into Swampert. Does it live through the Reflect? And we'll just never know.
I feel like it
did.
Point to, perhaps. Was it just over now?
Yeah, I think so.
Like, looks at it.
Yeah, he said it did live. And this is what I'm saying, right? It was Custap too, so you basically get 2 kills out of that. Damn.
Bro, like I said, unluckiest players ever, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what are you supposed to do?
Venusaur come in, and it looks like we're just not interested in staying in with the Cobalion. But like we're down to 3 Sun Turns. Gets the growth on the rocks, and now like 3 KOs will be coming. It looks like. So the raw Venusaur gonna Thanos.
Wait,
I guess
back.
2 kills, right? Calls the switch out, I guess. Or yeah, I guess Solar Beam is just strong into everything. But Pidgeot hangs on at 2%. Gotta be a roll or something there. But okay, you can go Klefki. You can get the sun back up for another round. As Hurricane comes out, no confusion. So Light Screen into Sunny Day should be pretty reasonable. Bobbert should not give the KO though, and Max turns to the Venusaur. Instead we go Fini. That also feels incorrect. Oh, with sub. Okay, now I see the vision. You're gonna waste all the Sun Turns with this sub Fini. And yeah, Solar Beam breaks up, but
growth in there isn't correct.
Yeah, I don't think you needed it.
I think you just attack. You get an extra turn. Yeah.
Because the problem is you don't
'Cause
kill
he
Zeraora.
also could have just spammed substitute until Sun was gone.
Yeah. And it's Scarf Zeraora anyways. So,
So that just wins.
yeah. Here's the nasty plot going for a Hail Mary, but this is the Specs Hyper Voice theory, right?
Oh, I
Lefty
get it.
low. Just go for your Scarf returns. It's a Reflect Up, but I don't think Greninja can get through a full HP Feeny. Well, 75%, but, you know. Then you have the Scarf Plasma Fist in the back. You can just sack Cobalion, no problem. Go Feeny and Moonblast. Then you have the Plasma in the back after Reflect goes down. Yeah, this is just simple endgame for Bobbert, but man, that Venusaur was a really cool bring. Like I've been saying, Burna has been bringing some really cool stuff. Like that Venusaur,
Yeah.
Thanos.
I do
But,
actually think if Burna doesn't get crit, they probably win this one.
Yeah, the Cobalion goes down, you get another hit thanks to the Custap Berry. Like, hard to imagine Venusaur not just sweeping, right?
Bro, like who cast a fucking like Dark Arts ritual on Espada before this season? It's like,
Literally. Man, it can
Man.
happen.
can't catch a break, bro.
6-2 by the Raging Molts. And,
Like I'll say this.
Yeah.
I think earlier weeks, I think they just got fucking owned. But this week they definitely got really unlucky. I'll say that.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, like a 6-2, you can't realistically be like, we got lucked the entire series and that's why we lost. I think 6-2 is about the limit for me on that, whereas like you're probably getting owned anyways. But here, like this game in particular probably should have gone the other way. And like the Zuch one was unlucky, but not that unlucky. Like that was a little bit of misplay going into an unfortunate poison turn that wasn't even that unlikely. So
Right,
like,
because if he had Terra Ice, he literally won.
yeah, like there were outs there. Like I think a little unlucky, but also they're not playing to their full potential, and that's why you see the record that they have. Unlucky to see. Now I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break if you want to talk about this matchup real quick.
Oh, I would love to. I would love to.
You'd love
Let's
to?
tap in. So now
Bet,
we
bet, bet.
have game one of what is this? Thieves? No, we already went over Thieves. I'm stupid. This is Finizens versus Stall. So on Saraf's side here, we have a benched. Oh wow, this is quite interesting actually. We have a benched Alakazam, and also a benched Rotom. And then on Lax's side, Mr. Silly Guy 5, we have a benched Hitmontop and a benched Tangela. Well, that makes sense. Those are the bottom two guys. So Lax running this kind of like sand offense type of build, right? Probably like try to pressure with Spike Squillfish, and that's going to enable Alakazam to like threaten everything with Psychic, Focus Blast, things like that. Potential cleanup with like a Scarf Landorus, or maybe some kind of a tricky Calm Mind. Jirachi is what I'm thinking. Obviously, Miss Mag's going to be there to spin block. From Saraf's point of view here, I mean, this looks like a very setup-oriented team, right? You're bringing Murkrow, so immediately I'm thinking like Thunderwave, Taunt, stuff like that, right? Probably just there to like force coverage moves from the Alakazam for the most part. Only way you really have to get around that is like Hidden Power Electric, but you know, combination of maybe Thunderwave Zam into Tyranitar is going to make Murkrow's life hell, especially if rocks do stay up. So there's actually a ton of pressure on Donphan here to keep the field clear of rocks, and it's probably not a realistic ask when there's a Mismagius there. So I really question this matchup for Sarafs. It looks very tough because it looks easy for Lax to keep up hazards, and all of Saraf's team just kind of crumbles to hazards. It looks horrible, honestly. And it's not like Quiver Valk is a big difference maker here either, because like I said, could be Scarf Landorus, always going to outpace, threaten with Rock Slide. T-Tar very comfortably lives +1 hits, especially if it's specially defensive invested. And again, if rocks are up, right, then Volcarona is always going to have to take a hit while setting up, and that's just not realistic. So
There's also something to keep in mind, like Sash Zam can always run Psych up for these Volcarona matchups, and then with a Psyshock boosted, now you have to deal with a +1 or even +2 Zam. I mean, it might necessitate a priority move on one of these guys. Donphan probably running it anyways, but just something to keep in mind. That is a set that Zam can run in these Volcarona matchups. Okay, real quick, I just wanted to go over like these two teams and some implications on this series. So Better Call Saul on Lax's side is looking like a playoff contender. They're definitely gunning for that top 4 spot. Finizens, however, are on like the bottom side of the standings. They really need like a win or at least a tie to stay in it. Like the playoff race is closing, and so we're gonna need all the points you can get. A little bit of stakes for you. All right, let's take a look at this game. We see Dawn Fan lead off into the T-Tar. Favorable for the Dawn Fan, but rocks are going to go up anyways as we try to assurance the Miss Magius coming in. Felt like an aggressive play. So the Dawn Fan doesn't have rocks then? Because if you had rocks, it's definitely the click on that turn. Right?
Yeah, I don't know. That's just the craziest turn 1 play of all time.
Yeah.
That can't be right.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, you're hard calling the mismag. Also, mismag could totally be Colbur. Like, it doesn't need to be because right, you might want to be able to switch out a Pursuit Murkrow, right? So
Maybe,
I guess if you're trying to pop it early, but also I feel like from Lax's POV, again, like I was talking about in the the team preview, you just want the rocks up ASAP, bro, because your entire team gets fucked by rocks.
Yeah.
So I don't even think it's that crazy a play.
Now you have the spin block. Or you could just stay in his T-Tar. You are willing to get rocks up on
All right, can we close out of this game?
Alright, so game 2. Game 2 is going to be Fogbound Lake versus Tawny V.
Brother. No. Dude, this has to be the worst turn 1 into the worst turn 2. Oh,
that is tough.
No,
that was crazy.
What?
Are we just fucked now, or what?
You're fucked. You never get a chance to spin again. It's over. The game's over.
You spin on precisely 0 Pokemon now.
Hell nah, bro.
The lefties, but next Ice Beam will kill. You definitely go for it. Oh. No way!
Wait, I looked away. What happened?
Let me just... Empoleon comes in on the next Ice Beam. Superpower, bro. Superpower. What the hell?
No. Lax definitely PayPal'd Saraf before the game.
Right? God damn. Doesn't quite kill, and Hydro Pump will connect. T-Tar goes down, but I think the rocks are well and truly up. Quillfish comes in, goes for the Aqua Jet, covers for the Custap Berry on Empoleon. Pretty smart play. Also keeps the Dawn Fan out for spinning. Shaman in, goes for a growth on a potential like Jirachi pivot, but instead a Thunder Wave comes out, slows it down. But Natural Cure, not going to be too worried about that. But spikes go up on a full para. This is looking like wraps, getting even more layers up. Quillfish goes down. Will it go down? You get 3 layers out of this? That's crazy.
World's best Quillfish. Oh my god. Literal Thanos.
Yeah. Another growth because it'll go down to sand anyways. But now all you need to do... Ooh. And there it is. Yeah, you're right.
You're
oh no. This is...
world's freest HP Ice.
It's 5-4 right now for Saras. Doesn't feel like it though.
Nope.
Hits the Focus Blast on the Murkrow switch. Drop won't really end up mattering, I don't think. Gets T-Waved on the Zam. No. Actually hits a Focus Blast through T-Wave, which... yeah. Can happen. Now Dawnfan threatening to spin, but you just go Miss Magius, and Lax not even going to give it the opportunity.
I feel like that's wrong from Lax.
It's definitely so wrong, but like it's aura, you know?
No, but that's literally the only way you can lose. Like, who give a fuck if he calls a switch?
Yeah.
You just come to Landorus, yeah, no, that is super, dude.
It's
if Lax lost this
making
game,
a click just to click.
If Saraf won this game after that, this would be the most embarrassing loss.
It actually would be. Yeah.
Like, literally just go down, fan, bro. Like, I don't care if it's aura.
Miss Meg, yeah.
It's a stupid ass play. Boneheaded for real.
Yeah. So Citrus Berry Volcarona, I don't think J. Ricky will be saving us here. Goes for the full pair of chances, but the Encore does come out. And now this should be a pretty safe Landorus swap into...
Okay, wait. Back up.
Backs up.
If Lax got full pair, the game was over.
I don't know about that because you need more than +1 to get through Scarf Landorus. You
All right,
also
let me rephrase that. If Flash got paired twice,
twice, yes.
so like he definitely trolled. Why didn't you just go hard Landorus? You don't die to one hit,
Yeah,
and if you're Scarf, you outpace the quiver, right?
I think he might just be trolling now.
All right, so Lax, he's definitely being a silly guy because the first 13 games or first 13 turns were fucking cinema, and then these last 2 turns are just tee. Like what the hell?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's-
what? Oh, right, it's Encore.
Yeah.
Either. Yeah, but nah, dude, these are some tee ass plays.
Balloon Terrakion is able to come in. Goes for a Stone Edge on the Jirachi swap. That's physically defensive for sure. I'm looking at it. Yeah. And T-Wave is just going to wrap this one up. Man.
Man,
What a roller coaster.
nah, turn 1 into turn 2.
Yeah, that was tough. Alright. Now we go to game 2 with
That game
Better Call
pissed me
Saul
off.
up 1-0.
Wait, we have Don Fantastic and SV. Wait a minute,
We do.
this guy's tough.
He's graduated from DPP. Because there's
I
no
know,
DPP
yeah.
game in this series. It's
Ooh.
double Black White, double Usum, double Swish. This is insane. And then double SV, of course. So, yeah.
Bro, I don't know what it is about Donnie's team. I just think it looks ugly.
I think the colors are nice.
The colors are very nice,
Yeah.
but it just like I can't quite put my finger on it. But there's just something that this team is lacking. There's just something that's wrong about it.
It's all of like the misfits of SV plus
Yeah.
Meowscarada. Like you never really see all of these guys drafted like in the same place, right? They're always like
there's no ground type. Well, it's bench Donphan and bench Skarmory. Bro, who the fuck drafted this?
yeah, actually, who drafted this? Wait,
No,
this feels chopped.
Slowking, Skarmory, Florges. Bleh, that's nasty.
Yeah.
What we doing, bro?
Yeah,
You can have like 1 or 2 of those guys, and it's okay. But
that's
those
what I was
4
saying.
together?
Yeah,
Yeah, this feels ass.
yeah,
It's all on backs to do everything. It feels like.
yeah.
To be fair though, Fogbound's team is also ugly as fuck. These are some of the ugliest SV drafts I've ever seen.
They're not very
Respectfully.
aesthetic. Yeah,
No, not even aesthetic wise. Like I would never want to fucking load these up in the builder wise. Like fuck this.
yeah.
These are
I mean,
horrible to pilot.
There's a few interesting things about Fogbound's team where you have the screens into Terra Blaziken, which can definitely steal some games. Darkrai's solid speed control. Garchomp's solid Swiss Army knife. Like, you have tools here. On the other side, though, like, man, I don't know. I mean, let's look at the Terra types. You see Electric on the Blaziken. This is to, guard against T-Wave. And not much else, it looks like. Defensively, Electric doesn't look great. It gives you the boosted damage into Slowking, I guess. That's the reason you're running it. Sure. Yeah, this team would actually be kind of cool if you put a Keldeo over the Slowking or something. And then, changed, 3 other mons as well. Okay, on the other side, though, we're going to see... What even are the Terra types on this team? Is it Annihilape? It is Annihilape and Moth.
Yep.
Both of them are carrying Stab Terras, so looking for some strong breaking potential from those guys. Fair enough. And... do you see, Pads Meowscarada to cover, a Rocky Helmet Garchomp? Or maybe, just a Scarfer? Just click Play Rough. Because,
Who are you scarfing? Just for Darkrai?
yeah, Darkrai and +1 Chomp, I think. But you have
I feel like
Shard. Yeah.
I'd rather use a booster speed Moth because the long term game counterplay to Moth is not really existent.
Yeah, it's just
You have
Tentacruel, really.
We have Psyshock for that, right?
I don't think so. I think
Does
you
it
get
not run that?
Psychic. I don't believe so. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think it just gets Psychic.
Oh, pardon me. I'm thinking about Darkrai gets Psyshock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe.
So I guess I don't know though, but you're either gonna run Specs Moth.
It's Terrifier, so it might just be booster special attack agility. That would get around
Could be.
a Protect Blaziken.
Right.
And it looks pretty decently strong and everything. You just need coverage for Garchomp and the Tentacruel, which maybe is a tough ask, right? But
I'm gonna be real, bro. These teams both look disgusting. I want them off my screen ASAP. Let's just run it.
Just run it, yeah. All right. So,
The coolest thing on the screen is Donnie's custom avatar.
true. And second up is Fogbound's custom avatar.
Yeah.
Alright. Drain punches the Metagross in exchange for rocks. I think Fogbound very happy about that exchange. Now you can go Sableye on the opposing rocks, so rocks for rocks. All good. And it's
Hard,
Boots Meowscarada.
What
Able
the
to come
hell?
in.
Hard meow. I feel like that's so risky, you know? You just lose your item instantly.
Maybe, but like maybe you're not super worried about your item. But now Reflect,
guess.
Rocky Helmet, Sableye, you couldn't ask for anything better into Meowscarada that turn. And now Florges hits the field, but I mean you have Tentacruel. A Trick though gets a Scarf onto the Tentacruel and a Black Sludge onto the Florges. So
I don't know. I feel like if I'm Donnie, I'm happy with that trade.
yeah, you get the Scarf on the Tentacruel.
Mm-hmm.
Am I happy about that?
Yes, because now they can never remove. You just stack up layers.
They never could
over.
anyways, right?
Yeah, but now they super can't. Now you're like Apis Thanos.
Maybe, yeah. Well, here T-Spike goes up as we Psychic the Cruel. Now you're like...
Yeah, it's obvious you're not going to spin there,
Yeah.
right? Now it's Giga fucked.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we're going to see a double here. Nope, just Moonblast. I mean,
Moonblast.
pretty free play.
Get your
Yeah.
chip while it's in.
You
Then
don't
we
really
trick...
need the floor. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can just
yeah.
trick the shit away.
Taking the
Ooh,
Psychic
but,
noise, that's you're happy about that.
Do you think this is BP? It's not. Then Metagross is just going to double down with Florges. That's a
It's not even a double
You'll
down.
never- Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh my
Florges
god.
is going to 1v1 Metagross. Yeah, you'll never hear that again, by the way. Just want to put a disclaimer on that. No Terastallization was involved in this exchange.
Yeah.
Florges beating Metagross. Okay.
Hey, it could
Type shit.
happen. Are we just not a steel move versus backs? Probably not, right?
It's got to be fucking like Meteor Mash or Heavy Slam, right? So why the fuck did you knock? What were you trying to cover there, Slow Kick?
Probably, right?
But what the
I
hell
don't
does
know,
he
you
need a
just-
Florges for?
You just click it next turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the
well,
funny thing is, you can just Psychic this. Like, who cares if you lose your rock? Right? Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go, boom. All right, I mean, same thing as denying spin.
Darkrai
Same thing as
in, but this
punishing.
allows the Moth to come in and absorb. You get the booster speed, okay? And we're just going to Terra Fire into a Scarf Darkrai. And Terra Fire Fiery Dance is not going to KO the Darkrai. So
Ooh.
with a Scarf, Darkrai actually going to 1v1 this Moth. And it's going to be in Rock's range, but I think you're happy with that as Fogbound. Are you? I don't know. It feels like
I don't know. No, you just lost your
it
Scarf.
could go
versus
both
back,
ways.
you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of tough. I mean, Blaziken can definitely still do something in the same game, right?
Yeah.
But I sure probably get
ADVOU
fly
is
here.
lucky Florges isn't there. Truer words, maybe never been spoken.
I don't think they've ever been said. Yeah. Does this shit just DD up or what?
Bax is about to turn Fogbound into pudding?
Uh-oh.
Surely not, right?
Foreshadowing.
We're gonna shard the Darkrai, makes sense. Now Sableye in, threatening like a T-Wave or something. Gonna go hard Meowscarada on the Reflect turn, pretty reasonable. Now Meowscarada,
Or Tentacruel,
Why did we,
knock off?
why did we force out Sableye? I feel like we didn't. Like we just didn't do that, and Fogbound switched for fun. Because earlier
I
we
think
saw
he
this was totally fine, staying and taking play
he
refs.
switched to get this guy behind Reflect. Isn't this just Thanos now?
Yeah, I guess that's true as well.
What's the terror?
It's offensive positioning. You're right. It's
What tier
electric.
type is it?
It's electric.
Ooh. Doesn't that shit just win?
It looks like
Like
it,
it-
right?
SD protect to
SD
attack
here.
would just win.
Yeah. USD on the knockoff.
Surely
Probably
this
just
game's
SD
over.
again, right?
Do you even have to? I don't even think you have to.
Oh, what was that protect though?
I mean,
I think you
It
do.
doesn't matter.
I think you do want plus
Doesn't-
4,
doesn't-
so you can Oko Annihilate.
I'm like really struggling to find out how this doesn't win. Don't you just want to Flare Blast Thunder Punch? Doesn't it just kill everything?
Well, let's see this. We're gonna protect one more time, stall out our own screens just for fun.
Okay.
And now we've now gotten rid of our reflect. We Terra for Terra Blast, and now we're in range of Shard.
is this shit not? Is this shit not Flare Blitz?
Well, we're in range
Who
of
made
Shard
this
now
bet?
because we Terra'd, right?
Yeah, but who?
But
made
we're
this
not
set?
going to it. Oh, we're Sucker Punch.
Oh, okay, so you SD again for free, right?
Well, it's not choice Masquerada. These are
It is.
50-50s. No, it's not.
The weight,
It's boots.
The weight's been played.
It is boots.
Oh, it is boots. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. Somebody Fogbomb trolled, bro. He trolled us.
He did for sure.
Like
protecting to get rid of your own reflect. That's a new one.
well, that, but more importantly, the fact that we don't have Flare Blitz. Like, doy.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe Garchomp could. No, there's Ice Shard in the back. This game's over. You can't kill this fucking Slow King.
Yeah. Chomp does come in here on a swap to Meowscarada, so now it's just play rough.
I mean, you'll tank it. You'll kill with Earthquake, but
Yeah. Probably not, though, right? Probably not.
oh, okay. Get me out of this game. Get me out of this
Yeah.
game. Get me out of this game.
Okay. Definitely
Alright.
trolled, I think. Man.
I don't know how that Blaziken didn't win. It had Reflect, and it was perfectly positioned to Swords Dance. Like,
I think you just
Did it
Swords
not
Dance
just win?
twice and you win the game.
no, you just Swords Dance, and then you Flare Blitz the Annihilate, and then you just click Protect, and you win.
Well, we're on the assumption it doesn't have Flare Blitz. So, like, on this
Well-
turn here,
So what the fuck was the move? Fire Punch?
probably
I'm so
Terra
confused.
Blast and maybe CC.
Brain Punch? Nah, dude, they trolled.
What's on the bench? Donphan, Skarmory.
Flare.
Uh,
What Super Dolphin is saying. I doubt it's
Te-
that, but if it is that, somebody needs to be shot.
probably not, right? Like, I'm just wondering, like, this turn, like, we should just Swords Dance again. What's the Meowscarada threatening you with?
I do agree, Swords Dance. I do agree, you should Swords Dance again. I do agree 100%.
But instead we protect. And then I think we should Swords Dance again. Right?
Oh, yo, you're right. No, you're absolutely right. But
Like, we
this was just
legally
being
should have been
trolled.
able to get +6, like, if we needed to. A +4 is fine. But either of these
Bro, I could've-
turns could have been a Swords
I
Dance.
could have loaded up one of those robots that ladder on like OU.
Yeah,
and
like,
it would have
It would have Swords Dance there.
literally.
Like, if you're okay clicking Swords Dance at 100% versus Meowscarada, you're okay clicking Swords Dance at 84% versus Meowscarada. Right?
Agreed.
So,
Agreed.
but now, like, at +2, you protect to get rid of your Reflect, which means you're going to be in range of the sucker in the first place because you Terra, and now you're neutral to it.
I hate to say it, this might be one of the rare times where the chat in the battle is more interesting than the battle itself.
Kung Fu Kenny be like, Buster!
Yeah, bro, they were going crazy these last 3 turns.
They were. Yeah. So that was a strange game from that one. As we go on to game 3, series now
Yay.
is tied
Walk away.
1-1.
Oh, these teams are ugly as fuck, though. What, bro?
Right?
Do both of these teams? Okay, what am I saying? It's Finizens install. Yeah, these guys don't know how to draft. Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
these are ugly teams. There's a Rourke on Sammy's team that's benched. What the hell?
Yeah.
Nah. If you look at Sammy's, bro, can we get a visual? Okay, I'm gonna read this out loud. Excadrill D-Knight, Jolteon Suicune, Celebi's Rourke, Frostmoth Throw. This is literally just somebody like, you know, what are my favorite Pokemon in all of Black and White, and they put them on one team.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, this shit
get it.
ugly as fuck. And then on the bench for who's the other guy?
Aeonfa?
Afna? Yeah, we have
How do you pronounce
Pincer
it?
Bench, Pincer Bench and Crobat. Well, I know Afna is a pretty good player. So this
Is
should
it
be a decent
Afna?
game. I don't know. I'm assuming Aafna. I have no idea how it's pronounced. Aeonfa.
Aeonfa? Probably.
That's probably what it is. Yeah. But dude, these teams are super ugly.
Yeah.
Now that aside, how do you even make okay, why is throw Thanos into fucking Anta's team? Like what?
Yeah. It does look
I
really
mean,
hard
I
to
doubt-
break. Like, throw,
I
Suicune, similar things, right?
I doubt it's gonna be offensive throw because there is a bench Crobat, which excuse my yawn. You wouldn't bring offensive throw into Crobat, so if you do, you're crazy.
It's probably just trying to get rocks up and then circle throw, maybe roar things around with Suicune, get that hazard chip.
I unironically think Sammy's best piece in this matchup is probably the Celebi.
Hmm.
It's really annoying. Like Nasty Plot could be good.
Could be. Like, Nasty Plot
like a na-
Tangaberry, I think, should get 2
Could be really-
KOs.
Yes. Suicune looks pretty decent, but it's just annoying with like Rotom and Kyurem.
Yeah.
And Haxorus, yeah, actually, I actually don't know what Suicune's doing here. Maybe like I could see a late game like maybe Scarf, get up rocks, right, chip everything, and then just clean up by clicking Surf over and over again. That could definitely be decent.
I could see that. Like the water resist don't love taking rocks. Like Rotom's okay, but like Kyurem definitely will get, chipped very quickly. I'm also thinking like, could this Suicune just be like Crocune? Like Rotom doesn't really 1v1 that unless it's Trick.
My fear is that you give too many turns to a fucking Haxorus, right?
Maybe, yeah.
A Lum Haxorus could just come in DD on your ass and sweep your entire team. That
No,
doesn't seem
you're
right
right
to me.
about that, yeah.
Like that's the one Pokemon that can come in and abuse the shit out of Suicune. So I don't feel great about that. I do think that Sammy's gonna play obviously towards spikes with the Frostlass, right? And those will serve him really well, especially if it is like a Scarf Suicune. Spikes plus rocks, like the dragons are getting super chunked. Between responding to his Celebi and handling everything else, I think that Suicune could definitely be good as a Scarfer. I haven't seen this game, so I'm really curious to see how it plays out.
Good shout from Fate. Calm Mind sub Surf HP Dragon hits everything pretty hard. And with +1 on your sub, Rotom Volt Switch doesn't even break. So
That's valid, yeah.
that does look kind of
So
Thanos.
you'd be using that as more of a 1-for-1 instead of a late game cleaner. Because my thing is like I don't see what the late game cleaner is. Because like I feel like it's really hard for the Scarf guys on their team to be worn down by the time D-Knight comes out. So I don't think D-Knight is your end game. And if it is, it feels unreliable. I feel like a Scarf Drill or like a Scarf. Oh, actually, dude, look at Scarf Drill. What the fuck? If it's Scarf Drill, isn't it just
Oh
over?
yeah. That's probably the
Yeah.
end game, huh?
I mean, I don't think you bring Scarf Drill in the bat, but you could. It's not bad.
Yeah. I think I like
a
Sammy's
weird-
matchup better overall.
I do too.
You got
Yeah.
more things that can do stuff. Alright, let's look at the game. Ability, Shield, Washroom, Wall, Scarf. You're so right, Cinerath. Alright, so it's gonna Calm Mind immediately on the Azelf. You turn into what? Rotom? Probably, yeah. And there is a Scald, fishing for a burn, does not get it. And there's an HP Grass, so it's an offensive, like, Calm Mind 3 attacks Suicune. Discharge is going to para, but we do have the, I was going to say Lum, but no, it's actually ending up to be Citrus.
Shout out to Ricky.
Yep. And thanks to J. Ricky, we're able to live the next one pretty comfortably and go for a Surf, pretty guaranteed value. As we volt into Azelf, unlucky para, but I think it's probably fine. Yeah, we get the luck back with Scald
Yeah,
Burn.
Burn makes
It's going to
up
be a
for
double
that,
down.
Yeah, if you're Sammy, you're pretty happy about that. You
Yeah.
basically killed a Rotom and a Nazel for one Pokemon.
Yeah, and that Rotom going down is going to be a pretty big deal for the Dragonite. Right, no Will-O-Wisp to deal with. There's a Leaf Storm into Drill, breaks the balloon. So you have to assume that was like the only ground resist, right? Unless it's Balloon, Kyurem, or Haxorus, which feels probably not. The Celebi going down, though, is a pretty big deal, so...
You can do a Girder once, though. It only takes about, like, 40.
You can. Yeah.
I think you have to if you're Ampha.
Yeah. There is the Girder, but it's actually Balloon Drill on the other side as well. Interesting. And we're just gonna get rocks up? This feels wrong for sure.
That can't be right.
That-
The hell?
So we're
You could
just
just go to your
sacking Thanos?
Yeah, you could just go Frostlass or you could just go Throw. That's weird.
Yeah.
What is this going to do to the Girder? Maybe Life Orb Draco?
I mean, Girder has traded for the Drill already and it's full HP. I'm fine just staying into Ice Punch this, right?
I agree.
Just gonna stay in, take the Draco, it's be a Life Orb D-Knight, and it's just gonna go down to Girder.
Alright, so Girder's is the best Pokemon ever made.
Probably, yeah. So now it's basically Throw versus the World.
Oh, no.
The World
it's not
doesn't have an
basically a throw.
Azelf, though.
This was a throw. These last couple turns have been nothing but throws.
Yeah. Despite it not even hitting the field. Wow. So Frostlass is going to get a KO here. Kyurem comes in, but Throw can answer... It cannot answer this, bro. Endure?
Wait.
Hold on.
Does he get a
Hold the
3-turn?
telephone.
Oh
It's a
my
3-turn.
God, cornball.
Wow. I'm so impressed by that. Good job, Throw.
It had to be banded to Kyurem, right?
I think Probably yes.
Yes, because throw is so
Yeah.
bulky. So I guess Frostlass can win if it's not Scarf Asterisk.
Well, Drill is not Scarf. It's gonna go down. Hold on. No way, right?
Hold the phone.
Oh, nah.
Awesome. Bro.
The hell?
That game looked very favored for
Yonfa.
Anfa, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. Yeah. But so the
We
misplay
just-
then was what?
We just weren't looking at it through the lens of Frostlass cleaning, I guess. Because once you get the custap damage on Curum,
To be fair though, if Anfa got a 2-turn outrage, the game is over. I think.
because you just saved the Curum. I mean, you're coming in on rocks
Yeah.
down to 50%. If this is like a Specs Frostlass, like, you're still cooked, right?
You might still be cooked. Yeah, I don't know. Sammy's Thanos. He's just better.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
What a game. We have 3 what a games, I think, so
It's
far.
definitely a roller coaster.
Yeah. As we got into game 4, who's leading the
Oh.
series now? It's going to be the Finizens, actually.
We have Thanos versus Thanos. Holy.
Yep, Thinking Septile versus Mind Gaming. Yeah.
All right, so on Septile's end, we have a benched Arbok and a benched something, Mesprit.
Yeah,
And then
Arbok
on my gaming
Mesprit.
side, we have a benched
Ditto Gallade.
Gallade. Did those words just come out of your mouth? Ditto Gallade? That's
Ditto
their
Gallade,
team?
yes. Yep.
Ditto Gallade. Understood. All right.
It was
Making sure I
Scarf
heard that
Frostlass.
Hold on, let me clean out my ears. One more time. The last two.
A Ditto Gallade.
Copy. Okay.
Yeah,
we're
copy. Yeah, the Ditto copies.
Oh, moron. Okay. So, Samurot's amazing in this matchup. I mean, I think Rotom can kind of semi-reliably spin block Trapagos. Maybe not like long term, but at least early game.
They could do it
certainly
like
keep off.
twice, right?
Yeah, Hazard's Up going to be amazing. Indeed, a Hammerot Misto class. I mean, the one thing you got to watch out for is boot spam, right? Would kind of put a hole in your plans there. But outside of that, I mean, you do have really good knockoff support. Samrock can knock off, obviously, Treads and Ogerpon as well.
Yeah.
I think Hydrapple has the capacity to be very strong here. Grass Hydrapple gives me a little bit less confidence on that statement, but with some good clicks, yeah, I mean, even like Specs Leaf Storm could be strong, right? Scizor is a limited resource; it doesn't have long-term recovery, so could be strong.
Yeah, Grass does feel a little bit strange. Like this is the second Grass Hydrapple we've seen this week, but like, what does it even do? Like, you get the damage boost into like a neutral typing on Zarude, but it's Terra Flying here, which means you're just cooked, I guess. I don't know. I would have preferred like a defensive typing on Hydrapple.
Yeah, I think like not water, maybe like low-key just Dragon looks good. No, what the fuck did they switch into that shit?
Yeah, I think if you're gonna go for a stab Terra, Dragon does look better, but it still runs into the same problem of like Iron Bundle.
Bro, you just click Specs fucking Fickle Beam. They don't have a fairy type.
Yeah,
have
but
to
then
commit
Bundle
Fairies
comes in
first.
and like, what do you switch into Bundle? This team doesn't have much for it.
You switch in a nice, specially defensive Ogerpon. Bang.
Yeah, that sounds probably not reliable.
All right, the nasty.
It could
Plot
be
option.
could be like AV Samurott. Only really dies to freeze dry.
Yeah. Bundle does kind of fry this team, but you have to position it correctly, which shouldn't be too difficult with the combination of a Lomomola and Glasscore, right?
We'll see. I feel like a Mesprit on the bench, like Mesprit was probably your best answer to Bundle. We're just not bringing it.
What is Mesprit really going to do in this game? It's going to get up rocks, maybe knock something off, and then throw off a Healing Wish.
Yeah.
It's pretty decent. It could be valuable, but I don't know if it's more valuable than the other pieces being brought. That's the
Probably
problem.
not, yeah. You want the
Let's see.
Rotom in the Tarap matchup for sure. Probably gonna be Hex versus Gliscor.
I feel like Treads is unfortunately needed because you have to keep the field clear.
Yeah.
And like, 'cause it's
Maybe
gonna be a
there's just
longer
no
battle.
room for it.
Yeah.
But like in that case, surely your Hydrapple should be a defensive typing that can like be at least neutral to Iron Bundle. But okay, this is the world we're in. Roaring Moon gonna lead off into the Zarude, threatening a knockoff, I guess, but it's Terra Flying, could be Acro, no item. Gonna go for a Drain Punch immediately. Doesn't 2-hit KO the Moon, so this is like the fattest Moon of all time. but it
Imagine
is
was poly.
no item. Imagine, yeah.
Oh, would have been so good. Is this helmet, Elo?
Surely, right? And there it is. Goes down. So
Goodbye, Roaring Moon.
Roaring Moon in exchange for 40% on the Zarud.
That's so bad.
Feels bad, yeah. It looked pretty strong here. Now we get the Sword Stance on Ogerpon, and we're just threatened by Encore. Go for a pump instead, which makes me think this is probably Specs Bundle, then. If we're willing to just Hydro into an Ogerpon that was just +2. Like, if a Trailblaze comes out, and you don't kill, are you boned, or what? You actually don't even Trailblaze, you a Horn Leech. And then, game's done, right? Game's done.
So it's quite an interesting decision.
Miss anyways,
but pretty free here.
Yeah. Gonna get that spike up. Gonna go for another one. 2 layers already. Play Rough is gonna weaken the Samurott, but you could get 3 layers if you want. Unfortunately, we're gonna only get 2 as the Healing Wish into Zarud goes off. Now the rocks do go up, so max layers are pretty much up. Now you just need to spin block and maintain. Rotom in on the Drain Punch, but yeah, gonna take a knockoff's Rocky Helmet, which is interesting. You'd expect
this
Culver.
How do you prevent the spin now? It's way harder.
Yeah, you have a one-time pivot because you definitely save this. You go like Treads or something. Maybe Apple. You go Apple here. Oh, we go Treads instead. That's fine. Treads and spin. This should keep the Specs Bundle out, but it does allow a Synthesis, and like you don't really 1v1 the Zarud long term. Another spin feels. Wait, what was the point of that one?
A little troll.
We just don't have a move, and it's Defog Scizor, so you can't even spin block that. And now it's like, okay,
it's wrapped.
We might be cooked. Yeah, close combat gonna put this in bullet punch range. Now you have to really bank on Ogerpon being Thanos. Like,
I mean, it definitely gets a kill here.
It does.
But Gliscor can come
full
in.
HP Gliscor to wrap even.
Yeah. That's the big one, is to wrap.
You can't just go for a spin. If Ogerpon stays in, you're faster the next turn. Goes for Toxic. Fair enough.
Yeah. No, that has to be Max Bizdef, right?
Yeah, Bizdef to wrap.
So well. Yeah.
Because it ignored the shell. Goes off, but Dark Pulse should KO still. Yeah.
True.
I mean, a bunch of trades here, but this bundle is looking inevitable. All you need is a little bit of chip on Ogerpon and then Ice Beam sweeps, and we're gonna just give that chip on Ogerpon immediately the next turn. I mean, at this point, what choice do you have? You don't have much.
What's annoying here is that in an endgame where Hydrapple was defensive Terror type, this actually looked like winnable, right?
Yeah. Here it's Yachi Berry, but
you're not. Yeah, this totally won the defensive Terror.
Yeah.
You would just plot up and then just click buttons, right?
I think so. But now with the Yachi Berry knocked off, it's just a Freeze Dry click. You could also Ice Beam, that's fine too. But Freeze Dry covers the switch to Samurott if it's AV. I mean, you were fine no matter what, I think. Now, just going to swap to Gliscor, reset the lock so you can go for the stronger ice move. Get a Toxic on the Hydrapple, make sure it's not at 100% at least. And Ice Beam should just wrap this one up because I'm pretty confident this is Specs Bundle. And there it is, Hydrapple goes down.
That was just really methodical from Mind Gaming.
Yeah. He was able to manufacture like a safe endgame path and just took it.
I feel like he didn't have to make any plays.
I agree. He kind of just clicked what's in front of him the entire game, and it worked out. Yeah, I just don't think Grass is correct.
Yeah, literally this totally came down to Terror type on Hydrapple, I feel like.
I think so, yeah.
All right. Any other Terror type, and you won this game.
Yeah. Or even just keeping HP on the Samurott. Like, we traded the entire Samurott's HP to get up these spikes that got defogged anyways. Like, they were good while they were there. Sure. But maybe it wasn't worth our whole Samurott when bundle is this Thanos.
True.
Alright, and now we've gone to the next game. What is this, 3-1 now for the Finizens? I believe so, right?
They're cooking.
They are cooking on an open flame, some are saying. Let me just blow my nose real quick. Getting stuffy. Ugh. Alright, that'll be better. Now I have Nerf versus Ryan and Ditto. Nerf having a fantastic season so far. Ryan Ditto is going to be on, what, Better Call Saul, is it? Or is it the other way around?
Dude, I'm looking at the matchup. Nerf's team looks so much better than fucking.
Oh, I got this wrong, by the way. Mind Gaming is on Better Call Saul. So this is now tying up the series 2-2. So my mistake there.
Nerf, he's got on the bench, what, a Elamola and a...
Florges.
Yes. And then we have a Mill Tank and Crobat bench on the other side. Bro, these teams are just, like... I'm looking at the document. Nerf's team looks so fucking strong. Like, how do you beat that?
Yeah. It's just Volturn to Breaker, right?
Yeah.
Pretty standard
It's damn
style.
good.
Yeah. It's popular because it's good.
And
Whereas the
we
other
got
side,
weird,
this feels like a very old style. Like you would see this way back when, the Venusaur, the Jirachi, the Mew.
I would say I've definitely seen this combination of Pokemon on a team before. I don't know how good it is though. I'm not really an Usum expert, so.
This was like pretty common. I want to say in like 2018, around that time, 2017 even. And it was strong back then, but things have changed, I think, and teams like this tend to get ripped apart by these Volturn Breaker cores specifically. So, I mean, we'll see how Ryan wants to, try to overcome this, but it's going to be challenging, right? Hydreigon, pretty big threat. The Azumarill is going to have to take that on.
I'm looking at Nidoking and I'm looking at no Earth Power switching.
Yeah, Nidoking is Thanos. Yeah, Lycanroc does get no moves this gen, but that's also why it's like 6 or 7 points.
Tell me why I could export my Choice Scarf Scizor from DPP and I could still 6-0 this team.
Yeah.
Like, dude, U-turn looks so fucking annoying for Ryan and Ditto. Oh my god.
You get rocks up, you click U-turn a few times, all of a sudden, everything's in range of Nidoking and you have to sack something. Like, I think that's probably going to be the win path that Nerf goes for. Just get Nidoking on the field, and like the rest will take care of itself.
Let's disappoint though. Lycanroc has like no fucking moves this gen.
Yeah, no close combat, no play rough, so Scrafty laughing all the way to the bank. But at the end of the day, I mean, you still get rocks up, you still have Brick Break, which is kind of bad.
Oh, he's right. It is Mega Scizor.
It is Mega
talking about
Scizor.
illegal sets. My bad, bro. My bad, bro.
Hate that. Sash Endeavor Lycan, that would be pretty strong into this actually. Guarantee a trade. I kind of like that. But anyways, let's get into the game. Uxie leading off, probably going to be the Rocker then, into Jirachi. Do you see a Rocks trade? We see a T-Wave instead. Probably Rocks next turn. Never mind, we're going to Foul Play, break the Culver Berry. So this is good for a Crunch Lycanroc. It's good for like a knockoff Scizor, Dark Pulse Hydreigon. And the next Foul Play is just going to crit and kill. So really strong start from the Uxie, getting rid of the Jirachi immediately. Obviously lucky.
And forcing in the Mew.
Forcing in the Mew.
This is good because I feel like Mew isn't going to be Lum here, would it? I mean, it could, but
unlikely. Yeah.
It doesn't kill you with any +2 move, so you're free to just Thunderwave twice. No.
Yeah. Unless it's going to be taunt. Substitute. So.
Yep.
It goes for the Foul Play. Tries to cover like a Sword Stance or something. I don't know. But now a U-turn takes the Wisp, and we know it's going to be like Mew is going to be Taunt, Wisp, a healing move, and then one attack. Could be Super Fang. Could be like.
Could be Ice Beam.
Could be Ice Beam. Ice Beam, I think, looks interesting. It could be a number of things. We won't know until we see it. But now Lycanroc can come in, threaten a Crunch. But you have a Scrafty full HP, so you're not super worried about that. Can't just go to it. Now, Uxie the switch into Scrafty. This means we really want those rocks up, which I understand. Yeah, the Mew's not going to be recovery.
Oh.
Or it's not going to be defog, sorry. What I meant to say. And we're just...
Bro, you ever seen an Uxie do 200% HP to a team? Like...
Yeah. Alright, the Iapapa Berry, though, is going to mean the Scrafty remains pretty healthy, even after a Dazzling Gleam. And we're actually just not rocks on Uxie. So just clicking attacks, and I mean, it's going to get its value, right? Jirachi dead, Scrafty chipped, but now Zera in, going to go for an Acrobatics into Mew, which does 24. So max defense Mew, it looks like. Hydreigon going to pivot in on the Force Soft Boil turn. and goes for a U-turn, expecting the Azumarill to want to come in, but Ryan makes a aggressive stay in here.
Out, yeah.
Because once you like stay on the U-turn, what's taking the Wisp? Like
Nothing
this is
really.
a very high
Nidoking,
reward
maybe?
Wisp play. The Nidoking does
it's
come
gonna
in.
be
Putting this
Nidoking.
on a timer is going to be massive, but instead we just soft-boiled. Maybe just trying to scout the lock on a Scarf Hydreigon.
Probably just gonna go back to Hydra here, right?
Honestly, this Nido isn't really forced out. Maybe you want to cover
Well,
for
what-
Psychic, though, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, right? Maybe
Yeah.
you gotta... Let's see that.
There's a taunt. But you do just stay in Sludge Wave, which is a 2-hit KO. Now, these soft boils are definitely troll, right? You're just giving chip on your Mew for no reason.
You're giving chip and you're giving crit chances, so
Yeah.
you have to make it. You have to make it.
And now taunt ends. So if Neil wants rocks, he can get it. But,
Wait, what if he's just doing this? What if he's doing this just to get more timer?
It's true, he is really low on time. He needs some time to think.
That's what I'm saying. So you just click
Yo.
soft boil, take some time, think it out.
We're losing like 6% per turn just for this.
True.
We're not getting anything out of this.
Well, the Eye of Papa helped a lot there.
It
but yeah.
did. But like now your item's gone. Another Sludge Wave, catches it with a Zygarde. Nicknamed after the Domino ult. Shout out to Overwatch.
Oh, I get it.
But Hydreigon pivots in here, covering a DD, covering 1,000 arrows. And a Draco is going to threaten that out. U-turn on the Scrafty switch. Now Zera in, but Mew is still at 75. We saw it was able to switch in before. Will do so again. But now this is going to be a Nidoking on the Wisp. So now this is on a timer. Now both sides are going to be taking 6% per turn from this exchange. So it's probably okay, although that Sludge Wave was a much higher roll. And now the rocks do go up, so it gets around the taunt Mew. But now you do allow a Nightshade turn. Earth Power, pretty safe click. You're going to force something to remain low.
Yeah, I feel like forcing this Mew to stay low is okay because it's going to really open
Yeah.
up the Zeraora endgame. So, like, while this looks kind of bad, I think it worked out in the end for Nerf.
Yeah, the only thing is you physically cannot allow this Mew to heal.
Yeah, well, this Mew never will get a chance to heal up
Yeah,
again
it
now.
shouldn't.
It's probably Scarf Hydreigon, right?
Probably. Yeah, like what move are you clicking that Mew at 18%
Right.
will live?
Will live exactly. So I think no matter what at this point,
Yeah,
we
you just sack it off.
I think Ryan recognizes that really.
But
Good
here,
heads up
once
there.
again, the Specs Hyper Voice Theory, timer very low, but Aqua Jet will knock this out. It's Leftovers Azumarill. That's interesting. So Leftovers, what does that tell us about this set? It's definitely like max HP at least to take on the Hydreigon. Leftovers for longevity. Could be sub though. That's something you could
Could be
keep in
protect.
mind. Could be protect.
Protect with Scout Choice. Yeah.
Zera
What do you go
in,
for
but
here
like,
with, Nerf.
mm,
I'm just letting the plasma.
yeah, I want to say Plasma because like it feels hard to go Venusaur when we know this is acrobatics. Zygarde, if it takes an acro, will get followed up by HP Ice. It feels like the Azumarill isn't really winning this game, so why not just go for your chip with Aqua Jet, sack this off, get a free Venusaur or Zygarde for a KO? Because 1,000 Arrows is most likely going to kill something. The Scizor hasn't Mega Evolved yet, so the bulk is still relatively low on that guy. Potential Z move on the Zygarde as well. So we know it's not on Mew, so probably Z Zygarde. Yeah, I think I just want to chip this into like E-Speed
That's what I
range.
think.
But instead we're going to go Scrafty. Get the Intim off, which is fair enough. Gets worked up on, though. So Acrobatics is going to KO this.
Does it just sweep? Because HPI surely, right?
Probably. Zygarde does
And it's
come
the same
in.
move.
We're not going to go for
Oh.
it?
Curious.
That's strange, yeah. We're scouting for like a Scarf Zygarde, I suppose, by sacking our Hydreigon.
That can't be
Okay.
right.
Well, this does allow free Scizor to go for a Swords Dance, and then you're going for a Scizor endgame. But Venusaur's at full HP. This feels really more complicated than it needed to be.
Then it needed to be. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, full HP Venusaur is going to stop any setup Scizor. So doubling to Zeraora for the threat of Acrobatics. But I feel like now you can go Azu and just Jet, and it's fine. We go
Yeah, 'cause you now go out-
Zygarde.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh,
Arg.
I think it's
Hands in my
okay
head.
still. We're gonna go for Earthquake, so maybe this is just a Scarf Zygarde. Gonna go for a bug bite on the switch to
he
Venus.
catches it.
Oh, that's
That's game.
really big. How are we breaking the Scizor now?
You don't.
Yeah, I get a roost off on this zoom roll.
It's just over. Yeah.
Player
gotta go
ref
for
is our
attack drop.
move.
That's poverty.
Yeah, and it's cursed Scizor as well. Like
Oh,
absolute worst
that-
case scenario.
Nah, that's tough. That's tough.
Power Punch means you will get quite strong on this zoom roll pretty quickly, but with the defense boost of Curse, Scizor can shrug that off. We saw Play Rough
Yeah.
as your strongest move into this.
I think the defense buff is more impactful than the attack
Yeah,
buff.
yeah. And now
By a
Bullet Punch is a
significant
2-hit KO, and you're just
Yep.
cooked now. So we were able to make it work with Nerf in the end game. I feel like the Scizor probably won as soon as the Venusaur took the hit, but getting that Venusaur to take that hit, that was some strange sequencing.
For sure.
Was there a safer path? I feel like there had to be, right? Here,
Well, let me see. Yeah, go back to the turn where the bug bite happened, or like right before bug bite happened.
it was like around here. You sack the Hydreigon,
Sack Hydreigon. Yep.
Scizor in,
Yep.
and this
Doubled
is the
out,
turn
catching
we
the
bug
Venu,
bited.
right? No. He doubled out here, I think. Right?
Oh yeah, this time he doubled,
Yep.
and the second time he bug bited.
Which feels so weird because like we're back in the same position again. I guess the double was just to make sure that it gets put in range of bug bite into BP.
Yeah,
Because without it, yeah, no, that makes sense. Because literally without the double, Vena would live this BP at like 31 or whatever.
yeah. And then
I
HP
think.
Fire is just winning.
Exactly. So he actually had to make that double. So that's actually really good play from fucking Spook then,
Yeah,
or Nerf. Yeah.
he's just raw for that, I guess. Yeah, finding the free turn for Scizor and then calling the Venusaur. That was your win path.
Yeah, he had to make that double. He literally had to make that double. That was impressive. Too tough. And I feel like it's not one of those plays where it's easy to like even identify it or even bother calling it out as Ryan. That doesn't feel realistic.
Yeah,
He's just better.
I think there maybe was a world where you just Earthquake again, force a Roost the next turn, and then that's your Venusaur opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Because here, like this turn here, you Earthquake here, does 35. Like one more Earthquake, I think, guarantees the Roost next turn. But also, you could Roost that turn, right? That's what he was trying to catch. Like, the idea was there, force Roost to get Venusaur in, but just got it on the wrong turn, I think.
I guess if you were expecting no curse, you could have went as Zoomerl because you don't need Azu at this point.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. Like, just sack Azu to get the Venusaur
Yeah.
switch in, but then, like, Curse or
Does-
Sword Stance, I think.
Does
lose.
Azu have Does Azu have liquidation in Gen 7?
I feel like it does.
Because I feel like it's not a bad line of play. You could at least fish for a drop or something.
But we saw, like, he doesn't have that move.
Right.
So,
So we're just cooked.
yeah, I think we might just be cooked. Yeah. And we'll play from Nerf, and that's going to bring the series to 3-2 in favor of the Finizens.
Nah, Sin, you might be onto something. This game would have been a lot easier if he was just SD, but
Yeah.
you know, sometimes we like to get creative. We like to be shiest in the builder.
I do like Curse into Zygarde. Like, I've run
Oh,
that
bro,
before in
this-
the past.
This game, goofy game, very goofy game.
Join in time
I
for
don't know.
100p. Yep.
Dude, Craig, yeah, this game was something.
Yeah. I know exactly what
Well-
you're saying.
All right, L5, why don't you go ahead and talk about this matchup? I know you're the Swish expert, so.
That's what they be calling me.
Yep.
Alright, so Zapdos looks like dicks, right? Into the Stunfisk. The best you can do is really Toxic, but maybe Toxic is good enough. There's the terrain to worry about. But I feel like the Misty terrain is like never really going to be up because the response from Beachezza should always be Rillaboom. So, both sides pretty free to go for that Toxic spam that 100p is known for. Zapdos under pressure from the Rillaboom. Could be like a U-turn to Specs Keldeo kind of thing. Chip down the Fini.
Necrozma looks incredible here.
It does.
It's just Grimmsnarl, right? But you can get around that. You can run like Flash Cannon. It's probably going to have to take hits from something in the process, right? It might come in on Stunfisk to get up screens. That's an opportunity to either Toxic it or chip it down with Discharge or Earth Power.
Like Photon Geyser and just Flash Cannon covers the whole team, really.
Like, Zapdos, it's good here, though. Like, I mean, it holds back the Torn and the Melmetal and the Rillaboom. Like, it's kind of necessary in that regard. I'm actually really intrigued by the idea of an offensive Fini here, because I don't really think you need it for much defensively. I mean, Keldeo, right? But having Zapdos healthy, having Kartana around, like, you have ways to kind of keep Keldeo in check. It's hard for Keldeo to switch in this matchup. Like, what do you switch in on as Keldeo? You don't switch in on any of these Pokemon, so it's hard pressed to find like entry points, I think. And so maybe like an offensive Fini could put in work, right? Something like a Specs, something like Calm Mind. I think Specs is probably the most threatening just because it gives you the biggest punish on like Rillaboom and Melmetal. So
I also think like Keldeo this matchup, you might even want to be using it defensively to check the Blaziken, like Rocky Helmet flip turn kind of thing. Get momentum on Fini that way, and you still have the HP to check the Blaziken at +2. That feels like pretty necessary for the team because everything else just freaking dies. If the Stunfisk takes any chip from the Zapdos, everything just dies to +2 Blaziken. So I think a bulky Keldeo would go a long way here. Yeah, Cart looks pretty handled between Melly and the Torn. I mean, we'll just have to see how it goes. Alright, Melmetal going to lead off into the Fini. A double Iron Bash on this thing would be massive for Keldeo, so I probably want to get out of there. Into Kartana. Is this Rocky Helmet? Could be pads on the Melmetal. It looks like a bulky Cart. I'm gonna go for a knock, get rid of the Torn Lumberry. Lum there, so you can like click U-turn on static Zapdos pretty freely. Knock off as well. Doesn't get static there, which is nice. And now Fisk in, but a double to Fini is nice. Gonna force chip on the Rillaboom. And Rillaboom, not super scary to switch into, allows the Zapdos to heal. Even Kartana can come in on that. So I should see a U-turn. Yeah, good chip on the cart now. Torn can keep up the momentum.
That's probably Banded Rillaboom, I think.
Yeah, that was really strong.
Which makes sense, because like if you knock off the Zapdos with Torn and you get rocks up, Banded Rillaboom kind of just cooks, right? It's really the cart. The cart is pressured to hold back the Melmetal as well, so...
Yeah, and now with Torn in, you could probably just go for, a Toxic catches the Zapdos. You can see the game plan here. It's weaken Zapdos for our Rillaboom to beat Thanos. And when Zapdos does come in, it's giving us free rocks with our Stunfisk. But Hunter P, relentless with the doubles, not allowing the free turn from Stunfisk. He knows the threat. Rocks up is really, really bad. So he's going to go to Nidoqueen, catches that Stunfisk, and now we're threatening like even a Life Orb Earth Power. Probably don't want to stay in his Stunfisk at all.
Guy like me stays in with Stunfisk, gets up rocks.
Guy like you is Sugarberry and probably gets up rocks. Yeah, so Hunter P made the play necessary, but the Sugarberry allows him to just stay in anyways and get those rocks up.
Now it's awkward, like where do you go?
Yeah, now it's probably just Torn. Yeah, catches the Earth Power.
Yeah, bot Earth Power right there.
Psychic looks like it might 2-hit KO, could be rolls. Hunter P not interested in finding out. Catches a Hurricane on Grimmsnarl for his troubles. Huge. Yeah, that's really big for our Necrozma.
Exactly, Necrozma's going to be fucking amazing now.
Knocks off the Light Clay as well, so the screen's going to be less viable. The Toxic as well, like, our Necrozma answer is very quickly deteriorating.
It's gone. It's gone.
Yeah.
Go back to Torn, maybe? No. Maybe tries to catch an aggressive Ice Beam or something?
Yeah. Well, our Torn is parried with rocks up.
You probably just throw that guy away, right?
That's what I would have done. Because the Fisk was still important for the Zapdos, but...
This could also potentially still take a hit from Blaziken at that range.
Potentially, not at +2, but at neutral, yeah, for sure.
At neutral, yeah, that's what I meant.
And there is the flip turn from the Keldeo. Did we see it reveal boots? No, we did not.
Nope.
So it could be Helmet.
Thanos is in.
Yeah, Thanos is in. Necrozma with Misty Terrain up. So you can't even T-Wave it with Grimmsnarl. Moonmoss does get the drop, but the J-Ricky Citrus Berry, and it's actually physical Necrozma with Dragon Dance. So, gonna Photon Geyser, definitely 2-hit KOing this Feeny. Yeah, probably, right? Another drop doesn't matter. But Photon should be a KO here. Ironhead, pretty safe.
I low-key forgot to learn that.
Yeah, so Blaziken here. This, I remember being very impressed with 100p's find of this play. Blaziken in on the Necrozma introduces what looks like a 50-50 between Protect and Dragon Dance, and like attack and attack, you know? Like you can Protect on to get your speed boost and be faster than Necrozma. So in Beach's mind, he's thinking about the minigame versus Blaziken. He's not thinking about the double to Grimstar, which covers both the DD and the Photon Geyser, because now the Mystery Terrain goes down and you can T-Wave. I thought this was really good.
No, that's what I was going to say, because some people might be thinking, why didn't he just go like Grimsnarl? Like, you could have just gone to it after the Feeny died. Yes, but the problem is that the terrain is still up.
Terrain's
so
up, you'd have to reflect, and then something still has to take a hit.
Yeah, by doing this, you draw out one of Photon, DD, or Protect, all of which Grimsnarl covers.
Yeah. And then now, another Dragon Dance, because he called the Protect on Blaziken, but now you can just T-Wave. And Necrozma dealt with. And it's for the cost of your 18% Grimstar, like, totally fine with that trade. Now Kartana can revenge. The Torn is parad. This thing looks really good. Torn gonna come in after. It'll live 1, force it out, but the full para does happen. So Zapdos gets a free entry point. I mean, Melmetal can come in, but okay, rest Zapdos. So rest talk, leftovers, Volt Switch, and Toxic probably, or what? I don't know. Ice Punch is gonna knock out the Nidoqueen anyways, but now Blaziken gets to hit the field. And
can we talk about how lucky it is to pull fucking Volt Switch your first time with Sleep Talk?
Yeah. I mean, you're probably not too worried about it either way, because now Blaziken gets to come in, goes for an overheat, knocks out the Rillaboom.
Goodbye, Dave Grohl.
Yeah, Life or Blaziken going to be quite strong in terrain.
Well, free Keldeo now, right?
Yeah, free Keldeo. Oh, it's Grassy Seed Keldeo.
That's cool.
Takes 45 from CC after terrain and will not be to a KO. Yeah, we kill the Blaziken.
Bang. All right.
So that was Kartana versus the World, but the World has a full HP, or not full HP, Melmetal took some chip. The Leaf Blade into, I mean, terrain's up at +1. Torn might just freaking die.
It lives it.
It lives? Okay. It gotta be close, though.
Double
to Mel catching the Zap, yeah.
Right.
And now Kartana can't come in.
Oh, we just pull Volt Switch again.
Oh,
cool.
What Kartana does come in.
Right.
Goes down, but
now you wake up because you got 2 Volt Switches in a row in this thing.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Now if you live Ice Punch here, you can just you can just attack with Heat Wave.
Bro, why be so lucky? Like, literally, if he got rest on either one of those turns, he was fucked because he took huge damage in the process.
Yeah, probably.
Because both times Beach has stayed in with the Melmetal on the Zapdos that had rested.
And
if he landed the Ice Punch earlier, then Torn just cleaned up. No.
Yeah. Why hacks?
Craig is just too lucky.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is going to tie up the series 3-3 now.
It was still a good game. Like,
it was.
I don't want to take away from. I don't want to take away from Craig's play because he definitely had some nice plays, like we talked about, like the Charisma sequence and all that stuff. But and a lot of heads up doubles on Stunfisk. That was all good, but did get quite lucky with that Zapdos. But low key, I was talking with Craig the other day, and we were like, dude, when have you ever seen a game that involves Darkrai or a Zapdos, and nobody at any point said, "Oh, they got a little lucky"? Every time. It happens every time with these Pokemon, bro. They just be cheating.
I mean, luck favors the skill. That's what they say.
No, luck favors the lucky.
But luck is a skill. Shout out to Street Cred Cookie and Clash. That's like generational luck there. Right.
If you are saying this,
I'll say it if no one else wants to. It's fine. I'll be the lone soldier. I believe this is Blitz versus Rob Jr. Yes. It is.
Oh my golly.
I can't believe he benched Electabuzz.
Now, I will say this game, Misto class. Absolute Misto class.
Yeah, on Blitz's side, Electabuzz Latios is benched. Makes sense into Weavile, Florges, Celesteela. Like, I totally get that one. On the other side, there's going to be a, Virizion and Mega Gallade bench into Mega Sableye, Torn, Clef. Yeah, so a lot of the top mons on these rosters having a little bit of a rough matchup, sitting this one out. But yeah, it looks like Blitz has opted for a very, very bulky setup with Mega Sableye and just a bunch of fat guys, right?
Hold on, I was totally zoned out, and I heard bunch of fat guys, and now I tapped.
Now you're back. Yeah,
I'm back.
I get
I'm
it.
back like we never left. Yep.
So Blitz's team definitely looks like on like the semi-stall to stall side, where it's going to be on Rob Jr.'s. It's going to be on Rob to try to find a way to break this, but you do definitely have the tools, right? Dragalge always going to be threatening massive damage into this team. Dual stabs HP fire just kills everything if you click the right button, but you do have to click the right button. Weavile is like a pretty big threat. You can remove the leftovers from Clefable. Scizor doesn't really want to come in on a Bandit beat up or anything like that. So there are ways for Weavile to break through. I would expect Bandit in this matchup, but we'll see. Maybe it's Swords Dance, maybe Babiri Berry, or like Natural Gift Fire. There's a bunch of things that could be here. I don't know. Like, how are he really expected to break this? It feels like there's answers to everything.
Maybe getting some clicks right with Dragalge. It's a little bit unreliable, right? Two different immunities. Seismitoad can certainly disrupt, right? Between knockoff, but potentially getting Poison Touch on something like Sableye, right? That could accelerate a game plan.
Oh, you know what I see from this matchup? What I want to do at first glance, like game plan wise, I want to use Zapdos to trade with the Nidoqueen, if possible. Like, have some sort of set that will beat Clefable, like Charge, for example, will just smoke Clefable. So it forces chip on the Nidoqueen, right? And then look at Calm Mind 3 attacks Babiri Florges. Is that not just Thanos?
Pretty good, yeah.
You're able to put the Nidoqueen in Psychic range. You have Babiri HP Fire to lure the Scizor for your Weavile to be Thanos as well. It like plays well into the rest of your team as like on top of that. And you set up on a lot of guys, right? You set up on Sableye, you set up on a Suicune, you set up on Clefable. It just seems really strong. So offensive floor just definitely on the menu here. The rest of it though, I'm not 100% sure. You could always go for like the Poison Touch Seismitoad, try to get a poison on that Sableye, because otherwise there's not a whole lot you can do to it. It's going to be blocking your rocks the entire time. So yeah, let's take a look at the game.
I mean, you're gonna have to break with like either Weavile, Zapdos. That's about it.
Yeah, Weavile, Zapdos, Florges, I think are the, and then Dragalge can get some licks off. Okay, Zapdos leads off into the Sableye. When I see a Protect, imagine a Charge here. That would be Thanos. But T-Bolt into it is not going to do anything. Now our Nidoqueen comes in on the T-Bolt, but Extra Sensory. This will accomplish a similar thing. So the Nidoqueen is chipped. It's going to eat the Aya Pop Berry, but get flinched for its troubles. So this is now in range of +1 Psychic from Florges potentially. And Sableye's back in. It's going to take the T-Bolt and get a Toxic on Zapdos. So now Zapdos is basically dead. Just get the defog off, but Sableye should be able to blank this forever now.
Well,
was its Volt
basically
Switch
dead
last?
with
Probably
quotes because Florges could be aromatherapy, right? So that would be a way to keep it alive. In fact, I think that actually be really strong because if you look at like Blitz's team, if you get rid of the Nidoqueen and Zapdos is still alive, what the hell does he do? It's just Clefable. Clefable's going to be so much pressure.
Well, we've seen that Sableye can wall it as well. It's not the end of the world. You come in, you recover, all good. But now Torn coming in on the Dragon Pulse. We see like the knockoff on the Specs, so that's a big deal. Now this Dragalge, you can always go Torn, bait this out, and you just get a U-turn into Sableye, Scizor. You have to guess correctly as the Dragalge, and it's really hard. Right? There's so many options for a Blitz to go to. You could even stay in, right? That's something you need to cover. So Sludge Bomb, it's just a guessing game at this point. It guesses incorrectly into Scizor. Now it's a U-turn back to Torn. And you can use your regen on the HP Fire. And now we're just,
AV Torn really does feel unkillable in this matchup.
Yeah, knock off the Zapdos as well. Gets rid of the Magnet. So now we're even weaker into the Sableye. No static to worry about. Can't just go for the U-turn. Pressure does make sense into a fat team like this. You want to PP stall some stuff, but with Toxic, probably not going to be great. Now, Wish in the air, we can go to Sableye. And you do see the Poison Touch, Poison Jab. Fishing for the poison, doesn't get it. It's a 51% chance to get. So, call it a coin flip. Now, Dragalge
did we confirm it? Did we confirm it was Poison Touch? I must have missed something.
I mean, you click Poison Jab into a Sableye. Like, you'd assume.
I mean, I could do that with Water Absorb too, no?
You could. But you're
It's not
Torn.
that unreasonable.
Torn gonna come in. You're right, you're right. Now you turn on the Seismitoad, back to
I'm just thinking
Sableye.
with Suicune in the back, like I would think Water Absorb does make sense.
Yeah, and here Rob tries to call a Toxic into the to the Seismitoad to get Dragalge in, but Blood's not gonna fall for that. Goes for the knockoff immediately. And now Florges, the GOAT, is in. Here's the Calm Mind. So the conditions kind of have been met for this to start like really popping off. I will say though, if you knock off the Babiri Berry, then Scizor should be able to check it. And here is the knockoff. And it's Pixie Plate instead. So similar idea. Is going to 2-hit KO the Torn, looks like, or close to it. But now the U-turn, we go for an HP Fire, predicting the Scizor. Honestly, I respect that one, but Clefable is able to come in, and with Unaware, you're able to just wall this out. So, at the end of the day, it's a cool idea, but doesn't end up breaking through, unfortunately. Steel does...
Some would say at the end of the day, it's the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, at the end of the day, the sun goes down.
Right.
Alright, Sub-Steela.
It's a good heads up play from Blitz, like knowing because I feel like if this thing subs on anything else, it's really, really awkward, right? Seeds start getting spread, or like Sableye's in a weird position that can't break your substitute. So this is really the only thing that reliably comes in and kind of annoys Celesteela.
Yeah, fully Fizdef on the Suicune. It's doing absolutely nothing. And now we're going to go to Zapdos on the next Scald. It's very low, but could potentially roost on this. Threaten a T-Bolt. Oh, Volt Switch, even better. You keep your sack, and you get Chip on the Sableye, and you get Florges to force it out. This is not bad at all. And now you Moonblast into the Clef. You can Moonblast one more time, force the Clef to stay in to receive its own wish.
It was actually so smart of Blitz to get that knockoff on the Florges, because if he didn't remove the Pixie Plate, there's actually a chance that
He'd just be owned.
Shot by
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You had to knock, and he got that.
he's really playing it like textbook perfectly.
Yeah. Now Seismitoad comes in. This is prime opportunity for another fish opportunity. Just say opportunity twice. Nice. Beast mode. And there is the Poison Touch proc. So Sableye is now, not on a timer, but...
you're just a visionary, and I'm just stupid.
Probably, right?
Basically. Yeah, probably.
Many are saying this. We're just going to spam recover. Seismitoad is
Really
happy
annoying
with this.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a nice fish. But Suicune probably going to be rest in this matchup anyways, so not the end of the world. Goes for a Toxic. So Toxic, Scald, Rest. Maybe Sleep Talk. I could see that. There is the Rest, and Seismitoad going to stay in and go for a Refresh. So this actually kind of hard walls this Suicune, but at the same time, Pressure Stall is going to be an issue. Oh, Infestation is interesting.
I was watching this, and I remember thinking, if this thing was knockoff instead, the Seismitoad, this looked way better for Rob. Like, because getting rid of the AV on Torn, getting rid of the lefties on Suicune, enables a lot.
Does. Well, now Weavile comes in after the Zapdos sack. On the Torn, like now, the Scizor is still at full HP. You could see a Pursuit on this Torn. You could see like a Natural Gift Fire. Both seem pretty reasonable plays. You could see just a knockoff trying to get rid of the helmet on Scizor. That probably will be. In the Weavile matchup, usually they'll run Helmet or Citrus. Citrus covers like a Banded Beat Up, whereas Helmet, just better into knockoffs. And here, we're going to see the Pursuit, and the Torn lives, crucially. Now, this is just
And by crucially, you mean game losing.
Game losingly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because now Scizor gets a free entry point, can just click U-turn on the Steela. And honestly, you could get your reach in back right now if you want to. Just go Torn, get that U-turn into Suicune. Feels pretty safe.
Yep. Too safe.
Now Rob
And
gonna
we're the
go
ball
into
game.
Weavile, just hoping
Yep.
for a knockoff or something like that, so you can Pursuit Trap. But at this point, I mean, Blitz has been playing well the whole game.
I
Not-
do
not
admire.
gonna
I
stop
do.
now.
I do admire. Yeah, I do admire the Weavile switch, but also Blitz is no reason not to just U-turn. So
Yeah. Now Scizor in, another U-turn is coming, and now
Oh, nice.
our Torn is
More
back at
reason.
full. Yeah.
awesome, dude.
Yeah. Shout out to Torn. Yeah.
Yo, I bet
Suicune
Blitz felt so
in.
good. I bet Blitz felt so good playing this game.
Yeah.
He's like, man, I'm the best. I'm the best.
He's their best. Many are saying.
To be fair, he is making all the correct plays, so
He
I
is,
can't even
yeah.
hate.
Scizor in. We know this walls us now. There's no Scald.
If Scizor has knock, this is the good time to go for it.
And also
Just
U-turn.
gonna U-turn
That's
again.
fine.
Yep.
Now, crucially, you are in like 2
Now
KO
you can knock
range
freely.
from
Now you
Seismitoad.
can knock. 'Cause even if Weavile comes in, you live the pursuit because you're back at full. So now knock is a no drawback play.
Yeah, get rid
Blitz.
of the leftovers on the Seismitoad.
Yeah, I can't lie, bro. I don't like glazing Blitz of all players, but he's playing really well.
Yeah. Just a slow, methodical game, and
It's so interesting because I feel like Blitz is one of those players like if you were to grab like 10 random players and you were to like say, okay, show me what this player looks like when they play their best, I feel like Blitz in most groups of 10 would probably be the highest one. I've seen him play some incredibly like high level gaming, and then I just see some Blitz moron games, so I don't know.
yeah, it goes both ways sometimes. But
But like when he's on, bro, he's on. He
yeah,
feels like
if you look at this, like, what's Rob even supposed to do? It feels like there's just
Probably
no
just eat dick and
opening.
lose.
Yeah.
yeah.
Finally, Amon goes down on turn 54, but I think the damage well and truly has been done. Another U-turn.
Another Suicune, free Scald, free Sleep Talk. It's rough, man. Like, I like that Rob
it's
is
not
playing it
Sleep
out, but
Talk.
low key, and the turn torn U-turn on Weavile, I would have just forfeited.
It is starting to get
Respect.
a little bit dicey, right? With the Scizor chipped, the Weavile is a little bit of a threat, but now the Heal Bell comes out, the Torn is healed, the Suicune's woken up. I think it was the last turn of sleep anyways, but now Suicune
Now you
can come in.
spell for free, right? You
Yeah.
don't care about the knock at this point. Yep.
We get a burn game winning? No, not quite. So Weavile is low in Rock's range. Do we have Rocks? We have Rocks and Nidoqueen.
Yeah.
The
I
Defogger's
say right
dead.
here, Blitz, he's letting it slip just a little bit, but he's so far ahead it doesn't even matter. He can
Yeah.
really just like do whatever.
Now you can go Torn, U-turn to Clef, Protect. It's probably just one, right?
I would think you turn the Nito to sack the Nito off, right?
That makes
You don't need
sense,
guy
yeah.
anymore. Yeah. Fuck this guy.
Just rock up
Let
and
him go.
die.
Yep.
No, we're actually slower in Psychic. So actually it is the Florges set that I thought it would be.
You
Oh,
can go
nice.
back to Torn now. Oh, I would have gone Torn to threaten knock on this deal, because that would just end the game, right?
I think Suicune also ends
Oh,
the game,
oh,
right?
well,
Because
we-
Suicune
or we-
keeps
or we
the
just end the game
Weavile
here.
out,
Yeah,
right? Keeps the Weavile out while also beating the Steela and
brutal.
the Seismitoad, right? So Suicune just doesn't need to switch the rest of the game, I think. Yeah, a Guavberry, Celesteela, but like even now, like even without that, I think you can rest
Wait.
all the seed bombs and you're fine.
Who was that genius? Who was that genius in the game chat that said 6-7?
You mean that moron Glopper? Yeah.
Yeah, bro. We call this game a 6-7 masterclass, bro. Just like the mocks.
Just like the Mox, okay. Alright. Well, now this means that Better Call Saul is going to go up in the series 4-3 after being down 3-2. So one more game will win the series for them, and it's going to be
It's-
Theo versus Harris.
It's all on Theo. Dun dun dun.
Yep, and he's
This
using
matchup, man.
his classic bullshit.
Chop
Milotic,
Stall.
Clefable.
Featuring
yeah.
Jolteon. What the hell? Who is this guy?
That's his
Like,
Tornadus replacement, the
I'm
speed
looking
control.
at I'm looking at the first four. I'm like, yeah, that checks. I see G King. All right, understandable. Jolteon. The hell?
It does get Wish Shield Bell. I get it.
Guess, man. Desperate times.
Yep.
Now, I
will
will say this
hardball
game,
Zap. Bang.
Aegislash, masterclass, bro. Me, I'm loading up Spec Shadow Ball and I'm
Yep.
frying people. Or even Spell Tag is good too. Low
Yeah.
key.
I might just go Specs, personally. Like, I feel like the extra damage goes a long way versus Milotic in particular.
Yeah. I also feel like Dragalge offensively is annoying. You can just be like Draco Flip Turn. Does a shit ton of Slow King.
Yeah, you can.
I also think maybe I'm going too far in this one, but if there's a world where you can paralyze melodic, Swords Dance Rhyperior is actually very strong.
True. Where's the ground
obviously not-
resist?
Obviously not easy to do that, but Rhyperior is offensively very, very potent here.
Yeah.
It's this is an ugly matchup. Stall is always going to be an ugly matchup, right? It's hard to really identify what the best route is, right? So you could be thinking about things like Trick with the Mesprit. Maybe you just go for a knockoff spam angle with Weavile. Maybe you go for a choice lock and just go for predictions. It's hard to say, man. It's hard to cover everything.
It really is. On the bench for Theo is Crobat and Gothitelle. So I think every Crobat today so far has been benched. Just noticing. But yeah, if this is like an offensive Rhyperior, which it definitely is, it's gonna be really hard to beat, I think. Like
Bro,
Earthquake is free.
Could you imagine if he loaded up Banded Rhyperior?
Yeah.
Let me look at the matchup actually. Let me look at the matchup. So what was
Crobat,
benched? There was a Crobat.
Gothitelle. I feel like you can still bring Bandit into that.
I feel like
You're not
I feel
going
like
Crobat.
if he had brought Banded, like Jolly Max Speed Banded, that shit would have been tough as a muh here. Doesn't it
Yeah.
just kill everybody.
I think it does, yeah. I feel like
It
Theo's the
literally
type of
kills
person.
everything.
Like I've seen Theo prep like a lot of games. I've teamed with him in several seasons. He will definitely be speed creeping that with Milotic. Like I will almost guarantee it.
All right, so
Like-
if you are though, doesn't Earthquake do 70?
It does, yeah. It's great progress.
And then you go Zapdos, you U-turn, and
Yep,
then
you do it again.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it does feel like Harris definitely has the tools to break here. It's just a matter of
Certainly.
execution.
Rhyperior is really I just wanted to comment on this. Rhyperior is really underlooked in Swish. I think people should draft it a lot more. It has some insane offensive matchups because a lot of teams really struggle to switch into like the classic Edgequake combo. I know a lot of people complain, oh, it loses most of the electrics, like Coco, Grass Knot, Zeraora, Grass Knot. But if you can account for that with the other members of your team, like for example with this Trigalgi here, like if you can allow Rhyperior to go offensive, not only is it good in offensive matchups, in a stall matchup like this, it could really be devastating as well. So
Yeah. I know it's not Swish, but in I think it was World Cup, we saw one team, I forget exactly who, but they were just frying people with Rock Polish Rhyperior every single week. It's offensively just a beast.
And mind you, in fucking Swish, I think it's only like 8 points. So it's
Yeah.
not like a huge, you know what I mean? It's not a huge point sink. So I think like pairing it with like grasses or dragons is usually your best bet. But enough about Swish drafting. Let's get into this beautiful game 8.
All right. Rhyperior in as a lead into Scizor. As
we're
Rhyperior, you're
standing.
totally fine taking this trade with Fire Punch into like a Bullet Punch. And also, like, what's Theo supposed to U-turn to if he goes for U-turn?
Yeah, I would think Banded Earthquake here would just be God, right?
Yeah. U-turn does come out into Milotic. This is the obvious play. Earthquake comes out, and it's just banded. Yeah. J-Ricky Citrus will mean that Milotic is able to heal up to full the first time, but the second time that damage is going to stick. All right, Mesprit in. I have to imagine this is just going to be, I was going to say like a Rocks or a U-turn, but instead we're going to Nasty Plot into the Unaware Clef. Probably not going to get all that much done. Is that...
Not unaware.
It is Unaware because that's Life Orb Mesprit. I find that offensive. Yeah.
So why is Mesmer just Thanosing? Don't you just gonna kill Shadow Ball now?
Well, this is a Jack button on the G King. So we're gonna get our Jolteon in, which might kill the Mesprit from this range. We're gonna make the pivot to Rhyperior on the sub. That's really bad for Harris now, because you have to switch into Realgy with Jolteon behind sub. It's gonna be okay though, because we went for Toxic, so no harm, no foul, I suppose. We're just gonna flip turn.
What the fuck is this Jolteon
Sub
set?
Protect Toxic T-Bolt, love that. Para on Dragalge, but we're just gonna break sub, no problem. Should be a flip
Here's the
turn
problem,
next
though.
turn.
Even if you flip here though, like going ripe is never correct because like under no circumstance you want that ripe taking a toxic. That's the
for
only
sure.
way to lose.
I think when you're flip turning, it's probably just right back to Dragalge in the next turn. So
You know what?
Sludge
The
Bomb
annoying,
makes sense.
the annoying part is that getting that para means that this Jolteon can actually just 1v1 Dragalge right now.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Because eventually you'll get full paralyzed on the sub turn. And with sub protect lefties, like
Man, imagine this Dragalge was like, a lefties or something.
Yeah.
But like, surely they thought about this, right? Surely like Dragogi has some kind of tech to get around this.
I don't know.
Just gonna see another sludge.
So Silken gets his regen opportunity. Sideshocks into Aegislash, and now something is gonna have to take a big hit. It's a leftovers Aegislash though, so
I would have doubled
not
there.
as worried.
Like double to ripe there, probably gets you one or really close to gets you one.
It would be 70 on Milotic, but you're taking another U-turn for it.
Probably worth it.
Oh,
Especially
this
if
is
Mesper
raw. This is
Cinema.
really good.
Cinema.
Now you get the same sequence, basically, but you don't have to take a U-turn for it. And Milotic makes the aggressive stay in.
Bro, that's so corny. I remember this turn. Crit burn
Yeah.
is so lame.
That is dicks.
Like, one of them happening, fine. Both, like, okay, bro. Because I think he would have gotten up rocks there, and it probably just would have been over.
Yeah, I'm sure, like, you can find a defog opportunity, but it's gonna come at a cost, right?
I don't think Scissor is gonna have defog. I think it's gonna be BP Roost.
I think it's just gonna be boot spam. I don't. But a lot of these guys are just not boots. So like,
I misread the Scissors moves. It probably is defog. You're right.
yeah. Especially in a
Still annoying,
Zapdos,
though,
like what
because
else are you gonna
Mesprit-
run?
Like Mesprit right there was still offensively in a great position. Like Psychic was
Yeah.
super free, right?
Like you had the choice of either killing something or getting rocks up, and now you have neither of those things.
That is really unlucky for Harris.
Yeah. Now Weavile comes in. Scizor is still alive, but doesn't want to take this knockoff. Just goodbye, Melodic. Now you're going to use this as the opportunity to heal
Ooh,
Clef,
bang.
but we're actually not banded Weavile. We're going to reveal the Iron Tail, and now 2 for the price of 1.
Okay. This game
We're
really
back.
should be winning for Harris, right?
Yeah, it's hard to see how Rhyperior doesn't just claim when Jeeking comes in every time. And like Jolteon coming in, like at this point you're okay taking a Toxic for the Jolteon dead, right? Totally reasonable. So we just need to position our Rhyperior like 1 or 2 more times, and the game's done. So Scissor's gonna come in though. We have a full HP Zapdos, probably just go to that, right? As we U-turn, totally reasonable. Now Jolteon in can potentially go for a sub or a Toxic, but we have Dragalge, so not the end of the world. But this thing is getting chipped lower and lower with Protect, you know, stalling out these Sludge Bombs and stuff. Getting that Lefty's farm. So how are we going to get out of this as Harris?
Y'all ever seen a Jolteon 1v1 a Dragalge? This is a first in history, by the way.
I haven't. Another sub.
Sub.
A flip turn feels a little bit sus. Now Aegislash in, just back to Dragalge, I suppose. Another T-Bolt for 14. Volpera can go for another T-Bolt here. Getting very low. And there's the rest. So Dragalge actually hard walls Jolteon for life. We're gonna have to switch out there.
Saved.
Yeah. But okay, it is Sleep Talk, so Sludge Bomb Flip Turn doesn't have a dragon move, and now we know this, so Garchomp can come in on that relatively safely.
Right. I don't know if you needed to switch there, though, but... I mean, getting static on Scizor was great for Rhyperior. Now Rhyperior kind of just farms, no?
Yeah, and a Toxic on Jolteon, hold up. We're cooking now. A Chomp in on the double, catches Dragalge, and Weavile is going to be taking a Garchomp hit here. Oh, sub, but now you threaten triple Axel. This does not feel correct from Theo. We're just Icicle Crash anyways, but respecting the Axel, goes Scizor.
I don't like that. I don't like that Zapdos play there. You're letting Garchomp back in. Shouldn't you go Aegislash there?
Aegislash on the Scizor.
Garchomp doesn't kill Aegislash, which...
Nothing kills the Aegislash.
Yeah, you could just Shadow Ball the Garchomp, keep it low, and then that way you can clean up with Ripe and Weavile, right?
And now you know it's sub Garchomp.
Because now, like, Zapdos has to hit a bunch of moves. This is not good.
Yeah, this is... One of them will miss. Another sub. And now this one... Yeah.
Dude, I love how on your stream the fucking Cynthia theme came on as Garchomp's here.
Yeah. That's raw, though.
That's fucking raw as hell. This is tough, though, still. Like, you have to keep just hitting Hurricane. This doesn't feel good.
Yeah. Okay, Aegislash comes in
Nice
trying to
workout.
cover, like, the sub or the Scale Shot, kind of.
Scale Shot? Yeah.
I don't think
This
it
is a
really
good position,
covers
though.
sub. Covers
Shadow
Scale
Ball
Shot,
is-
though.
Shadow Ball is way too free now.
Yeah. Scizor is going to come in, but it's paralyzed. Now, imagine a Hex. Oh, no, it's just Okay, Citrus Berry. Yeah, makes sense.
I would just go Rhyperior there. The hell. You don't need your band at this point, right?
We're gonna go
Am I
Zapdos
miss-
instead.
Can we go back? Can we go back? Like, go back to the turn where Shadow Ball happened, and then, like, why King Shield there? Why not just go Rhyperior? You don't need your choice band, because I promise you this Ripe has, like, Fire Punch or some shit, right? Don't you just come in with Ripe and get a kill?
You could potentially, yeah.
You guaranteed do. No, you 100% do.
Yeah,
That's
even
gotta
if
be
you
a
turn like to what, Garchomp?
Yeah.
Yeah, Garchomp would kill. I
don't.
think.
Yeah, I don't like the King Shield, because didn't he just roost on it? What did he do this turn? What did he do next turn?
He knocked off.
That's still
Well,
fine.
it's a full
no?
para into like now you click knock
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, imagine you had gone Ripe on the full para. The game just ended.
Well, now you get to heal your Zapdos at least, but now it's just a U-turn.
But that's not good. That's not good. You're
Chomp,
giving more turns
yeah.
to Garchomp.
More
No,
lefties
this
as
is
well.
bad. You don't want Zapdos on the field. That's why I was saying get Rhyperior in.
Yeah, gets toxic by the Garchomp.
Notably, this Garchomp is running max speed, or like probably close to max speed, and like max special defense. It looks like.
I
How
feel like
else are
it's
you
not
faster than
max
Zapdos?
speed. Well, this is a
Well,
bulky
how's the-
Zapdos. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. It's kind
I
of
don't know.
risky because
Maybe. Maybe not. Who's to
fast
say?
toxic Zapdos would just farm. Yeah, but like, see, I don't know. If the Ripe just came in, this game was over.
Probably. But now
Like, how
Jolteon's
do you-
in. I mean, we
I don't
have
know how you
Dragalge.
engineer- Yeah, I don't know how you engineer a position for Ripe now. It's tough.
Yeah, my problem is Dragalge coming in is always free chomp, and that's the scary guy.
Yeah.
We're gonna go Aegislash instead. Takes the T-Bolt, but now we're in
Which-
EQ range.
No, I understand. I actually like
I get it,
Switch.
yeah. I'm just saying, like, there are consequences.
Sure.
And now we're just gonna King Shield and Protect, I guess. I guess some Toxic Chip on the Jolteon,
All right,
why
I'm
not?
just going Ripe. I'm going Ripe this turn, right? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Bro, is there a pulse? Check Harris for a pulse right now. Why would you not go Garchomp there? I don't even think getting
You're
toxic,
right.
even if you read that in Toxics, I don't even think that matters because Garchomp is forced to sub down because Earthquake does dick to Ripe. You fucking still blow up the Scizor in one hit and you're faster than it. And you Oko the fucking G-King as well. Why would you not go Ripe on the turn he dies at Toxic?
I
That's how
think
you
the
prevent
argument
the
would
Garchomp.
be, once Rhyperior hits the field into anything, like any of the three mons, it's
Yeah.
just a KO, so you'd rather not risk a Toxic. The Aegislash could stand, it'll prevent setup.
What are you risking? What are you risking?
It still feels
So,
winning.
like, No. But think about it like this. Think about this. You go Ripe on Toxic, okay? He goes Garchomp next. He subs down, and then he Earthquakes, and you double down. Then you have this Aegislash versus only Scizor and G-King left.
yeah, you probably
Aegislash just
win.
wins. You probably just win, yeah.
Probably.
Nah, dude. Not going Ripe there in turn 55? Giga throw.
I feel like
What the
there's
hell?
many roads that lead to a win. That is one of them, for sure.
That's the most, I think, clear-cut road. You know the Jolteon set. There's no risk of taking a fucking... Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
risk. There's literally no risk. Because I promise you that Garchomp doesn't have enough attack investment to actually KO Ripe from like 70 whatever. It has to sub once and then go for Earthquake. That's his only play. And even then, that won't kill it. So you would just kill the Garchomp and then you just win with Aegislash right on the spot.
I mean, you could still do that, though, right? That option is still
still do-
available.
How? Because Garchomp comes in now. Now you're
What-
forced into a weird 50-50.
Is it? I feel like
What do you
Weavile-
do? What do you do?
You just Weavile.
What do you do here?
You just Weavile. Always prevents the sub.
All right. Let's see if he makes that play.
Now we're gonna go
Go
to
Zapdos.
Zapdos, which does allow a sub and a scale shot, which definitely isn't right. And we go Dragalge, which is
Okay,
even
it's
worse.
Bro, what the fuck is this?
What was that, man?
No, dude. No.
I feel like if you randomize that
how
turn,
is this-
you'll probably find
how
a
is
winning
this-
play. Like
how
this
is
is
this
the
thrown?
worst.
No.
And now we have to give up our Rhyperior for the sub? We don't even have Shard? Is that what you're saying?
Brother. First off, Weavile doesn't even die to Earthquake, so
Yeah, you could just go to it.
yeah. But like you said, that turn right there, you should have just hard Weaviled. Now it's just, oh my god.
We didn't
this
have
jokes.
Shard, but not punished yet.
Does he double to Garchomp? No, be Bruce, which is probably still fine.
Yeah,
You can just U-turn or go G. Yeah, you don't need G-King anymore. You can just give. Bro,
give that up.
Are you for real? Do you mean it? You could just attack there, bro.
Do you mean it is crazy? So now Shadow Ball is going to come out and do a lot to the G King. Is a 2-hit KO. Scald is not going to do very much to the Aegislash. Another Shadow Ball is a kill, but now the problem is Garchomp's coming in. And we've already revealed this doesn't have Shard on the Weavile. You're just going to Earthquake, but Weavile comes in, you can just go...
Still could have went Weavile there. You didn't need to sack the Aegislash.
We needed that guy. Now Scizor wins. How are we beating Scizor?
You always just go Garchomp, right?
Yeah, like every time Chomp comes in as a KO.
Yeah.
And now you can even sub if you want.
I can't lie.
Free fishes.
I can't lie. This game was Giga Thrown.
Yeah.
Literally turn 55. All you have to do is go ripe, and the game is over.
Yeah. Manages to hit his Hurricanes, but I think...
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, Scizor wins.
Scizor's in the end game. Yep.
Yeah,
you
Chomp
don't
can
need
go
Garchomp
down.
anymore. You let that bitch go. And I remember watching this live and like thinking, okay, maybe Dragalge can PP stall, but actually the problem is that because Scizor is paralyzed,
You can't. Yeah.
also Bull Punch is like a million PP, right? Like
Yeah.
you could theoretically sit here and do it, but it doesn't change anything.
You have 15 rests, 47 bullet punches, 30 knockoffs.
Nah, dude. Just go back to turn 55. Ah, it's so frustrating, dude. How did you not identify this? Because Jolteon dies the toxic here. Ripe taking the toxic doesn't matter because it always forces at least you will kill one more Pokemon. By having Ripe on the field on turn 55, it is guaranteed that one more Pokemon must fucking perish. It's 100% guaranteed.
Your way to get around that as Theo is probably go Scizor, bait the fire move, and then go to Trump. But I don't think you need to. You can just Earthquake.
No, you Quake.
I know you Quake.
Is like fucking, yeah.
But like 70 you have to go for that as Theo, and like going for a choke play kind of thing. But here, like, how did the Chomp get so much value?
Literally put Ripe on the field, and the game's over. That's so frustrating.
I think what lost the game is this here. Like, we go Zapdos, and then this is the turn.
Yeah, you want to know why? You want to know why all this happened? Because Ripe Prior wasn't on the field.
But like, you could just Hurricane. You need to hit one, right?
Or even right here, just go into the fucking Weavile.
Yeah.
Crash.
Weavile's fine.
Crash, and then sack something, and then come back in with Ripe and get a kill. Like either way, it works. But no, definitely the biggest misplay is turn 55. That's bad because like Jolteon dies to toxic, and here's the thing too: going Ripe covers any double switch. Even if Theo doubles to Garchomp on that turn for some reason, like Ripe is at 75 and he's at what 40 something with the Garchomp, you still just kill him with Earthquake. And you don't die to Earthquake from Garchomp.
Yeah.
As you saw, it only did like 40%. You'd even live a crit. This game was super tossed.
To me, like the turn that lost it was this one, where we lose our Aegislash. This one right here.
Yeah.
Like this is never the sack. You need this guy for the Scizor.
It is a problem though, because if he subs on one of your sacks, you're kind of fucked, no?
Yeah. Well, you just go hard Weavile.
Yeah, but if he doesn't have Shard, if he subs on the Weavile, then you get
Scale Shotted twice, yeah. Yep. You're probably just fucked anyways then.
That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't have even come down to that position. It never needed to come down to that position.
It never needed to, yeah.
Yeah.
And dude, because of this, now the Finizens take a loss in the series. Better Call Stall, win 5-3, and man, able to clutch it out. I don't know what else to say, man. That was tough to watch.
It is tough because like Harris definitely had him in the early game, and I think Harris's prep was pretty strong too.
It was
Iron Tail, Weavile, right? Having the Nasty Plot Mesprit, like even though he got a little unfortunate versus the Scald turn, like even still,
the tools
had all
were
the
there,
tools
yeah.
to win. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
All right, well that's gonna be all for this stream. If you want to check out the stream from 2 days ago, those were some really solid games, and yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
And some
Anything
juicy
you want
drama.
to plug? Yeah, some juicy drama.
No, I mean my channel, but obviously I think we're gonna try to see if it's possible to do a collab thing post stream.
Yeah, I should be able to. So in theory, you should be able to just click on the Glop channel if you're watching this as a VOD. If not, if you're live right now, just check him out. Search Glop Pokemon. I'm sure he'll come up. But anyways, that's it for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Probably next week for week 6. Gonna be good.
Have a good one, guys.